Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I should make sure my hair is my hair. That too. My hair is a mess. I should make sure my audio. No, I was just looking. I was like, man, massive bedhead going on. Plus this wall back here. I apologize if there's any echo. I'm not in my usual podcast room. Mother-in-law might be stopping over, so well, she is stopping over. So that's why I'm not in there. I don't want a bunch of chatter and whatnot. So yes, this afternoon. But yeah, this white wall does nothing. Just illuminates everything, just like all the mess. But yes, everybody. Taylor and Kirkland's about to drop in, and then Taylor should be joining. There's a message that he sent me now. Reading it made me worry that he thought it was tomorrow. So hopefully those gentlemen get here as soon as possible. But this is After Nine. This is the show where it's just us or me. We just kind of shoot the shit, talk about everything. We talk about geek news. We talk about our lives going on, and then the biggest thing and why we love doing it is we get to talk to everybody that supports us, everybody that puts in the hard-earned dollars. We thank you very much. Appreciate all the support as always, but the people that give us a little extra, that's what happens when you call in and we talk about everything. So let me just let everyone know. And then in a matter about I've podcasted from this room before. Now I'm seeing I'm seeing the video feed, and there's a little iffiness going on. So in the chat, let me know what I'm looking like, what I'm sounding like. Like I said, I've done a couple podcasts from this room before, and it went completely fine for the most part. Maybe I got to crack open the door to get some stuff going on, but let me just say After Nine, September edition. Didn't do the thumbnail, so that's great. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope all my fellow Canadians are doing well. It is Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh man, look at that. To the save. There we go. Thank you very much, sir.
Where the hell's Taylor?
Oh, I don't know. I said I saw a message rereading it. He said something, but now rereading it, I'm like, oh, I wonder if he thinks it's tomorrow. But he also, I'll call him out on air. He also decided, if not, if he knows it's today, to go to Davison Orchard, and it's like that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be back. So like, ladies and gentlemen, if we'll see. He ain't getting paid for this one. Let's just talk about that. That's what's gonna happen.
I like it too. I was like, yesterday when we were talking about 12:30, and I might have been running late,
tight. Yeah.
and then I'm like, I don't even remember what the GIF I did, and then you responded with like, oh, look at Taylor. He doesn't trust us to hold it down for half an hour. Look at this. This is just really great evidence to my case.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hold it down. I can trust you, but Taylor's just in the weeds somewhere.
Well, we know Taylor couldn't hold it down. Like if it was just him. No chance whatsoever. But yeah, anyways, before you came in, I was saying happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadians out there and everything. I really don't have much planned. I think we're gonna do a small one here. We're gonna do a bigger one on Monday. I think we're gonna do a small one with Emily's mom, but because the kids, I was sick, but I'm over that. But Emily's sick, and then the kids are kind of sick. There's also a fun thing going around called lice at school, so the kids got that. Ugh. So that was fun. So Emily had a good day of yesterday. The kids were sick, so we're like, oh, she's gonna stay home. And then we found the lice, and then we had to go to the hospital because Ellie got knocked unconscious. Her and Logan were like running around. She tripped and fell on the floor. Oh yeah, I wasn't there for it. Sounds scary. Where like I guess she fell on the floor and she's sitting there. She's like, ow. And then she just like passed out for 30 seconds. So everything seems to be fine. Everything's all good. But that was Emily's day, so I felt bad for her. So yeah, they had to go to the hospital. You got to wait for 4 hours, but no vomiting, which was good. She was completely normal, passed all her tests. So she also had a nap. So I don't know if that was her theory, that because she was just so tired, took a hit to the head and was like, okay, yeah, I'm done for 30 seconds.
I think that's happened to me a couple of times. I'm just so tired. Right? Bonk your head. Tired?
You punched me, I'm out. So yeah, I don't think
that's scary.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing much this weekend. So, but yeah, what do you got planned for Canadian Thanksgiving as I get this link to the patrons?
Yeah, so it was funny. Shay and I thought that we were going to my parents' house last night for like a makeshift Thanksgiving dinner, not like a turkey or anything, but just like a Thanksgiving dinner. And then I texted my parents yesterday, and they're like, no, we're not doing that, but like you guys can still come over. So it's like, okay,
what's
whatever.
With that? My parents, so Emily's parents and everything. So Emily's dad, he does a 2-on-2 off. So he's gone right now. And then that's why we're doing something smaller. But originally Emily asked her mom, and she's like, yeah, your dad's gone. I just, and we have other cousins and siblings here, but she's like, just don't know if I'm going to do anything. I was like, okay. And then my mom was like, oh, I think I'm going to be too tired for Thanksgiving because she came back from a trip. So I'm just not going to do it. And now we're doing one. And then I'm like, well, we're still going to do a Thanksgiving. And then my mom, who is the biggest FOMO in the world, she's like, oh, I'll come. And then she's like, I can make something and everything. But yeah, both our sets of parents too are like, like, I don't know if we're going to do anything. It's like, what? Like, come on now.
So we just went over to my parents' house last night. It was fun. We played some Catan and just ate regular food. And then this morning, right off the hop, we were helping Shay's parents with trimming the hedges, and they're still going hard on it. I had to like dip early. So Shay's over there right now helping. And then tomorrow night we're going over to Shay's parents' house for Thanksgiving dinner, and I think they invited like the whole fucking block. Like it's gonna be a shaker, which I'm not super fan of, but I'll hold my own. I'll be able to do it. I'm excited for the food. At least they got a big turkey, so that'll be like good. The authentic turkey dinner. And then Shay works Monday, but on Monday for like brunch, my parents now want to do like a breakfast or like a Thanksgiving brunch. So instead of a turkey, they just got like a big roast ham, and we'll just do breakfast. I think something with that. So a lot of like family get together this weekend, which I guess that's like the heart of Thanksgiving.
What are you thankful for?
Yeah, exactly. It's a busy weekend, but I love long weekends, and this is our second one in a row, so I'm pretty happy with that.
And I feel like when you're talking about they are not doing turkey, I feel like I'm not a big. I don't know if we've discussed this on air. When I think we have. I'm not a big turkey guy. I'm down for one turkey a year, and that's about it. If it's a great turkey, then maybe. But yeah, I can take. I don't Christmas. We don't do turkey, and I feel like just not everybody, but I feel like a lot more people. Years ago, I'd say, like, oh no, but now I feel like there's a lot more people that are like, I don't know if I need to do the turkey.
Yeah, I feel like not even like the vegetarian or vegan movement. It's just people are like starting to try and just step away from birds because I feel like turkeys are just getting murked left and right for these holidays. Which like I love turkey. I don't think I'll ever get away from it. I love all the parts of the turkey. I love the stuffing. I love turkey soup afterwards with
turkey stew. We do
turkey sandwiches. So I'm a big turkey proponent.
See, I like the stuff that comes from the turkey. Just the turkey dinner. I'm like, oh, it's fine. But like you said, stews, soup, sandwiches, all for that. All good.
Yeah, exactly. So I love the holidays for like the food around it because I can just gorge, and I'm usually not the one cooking or anything like that. So I can just. Go haywire with that. But definitely I feel like in the last few years, not so much maybe for Christmas time, but for like the other holiday dinners, my parents have just like stopped doing turkeys more so because it's just like a lot of work. So they'll just do like what I said, like we're doing a ham on Monday, but then I think like last year we did like a beef roast or something just to be different. But I'm still glad that I get the turkey like through Shay's parents.
Yeah,
that's the best part about being. I almost said it's the best part about being in a relationship. It's a good perk from being in a relationship.
Never mind the love, never mind the companionship, never mind the love making.
No
just
support.
The fact that her family makes turkey. Fuck, that's if 1 year if they're like we're not making turkey, Kirkland's out. He's hitting the bricks. Like this is not what I signed up for.
We had a good run, Shay. Yeah, we'll see.
Getting one of those Love Is Blind fights, which I've watched.
You caught up?
Yeah, I binged a bunch of that. Aren't you a couple seasons behind?
Nope.
You guys are watching.
Yeah, well, Shay watched the last episode without me because I feel like every season I get excited in the beginning and then it just I fall off. I feel like I just get so tired with maybe the people or just what's going on, and then I remember like this is just how the show is, like whatever. But I'm still like wanting to know what happens because I have been watching at least the like majority of it. I've only missed the last episode.
The back half is always the most kind of boring because you get the first 3 episodes of all the blind dates and everything like that. That's gonna be fun, and then you get the first 2 episodes, or the like 4 and 5 where it's like they see each other and then they're going on a trip, and then you get that episode where all the couples are mixed so they're fighting, and then you go back home and that's when it starts like they live together and that's like kind of fun, and they meet the family, but like every time they do the meet the family stuff, it's always the same type of tropes of like you got enough money, you're too young, you're too old, you've been married before, like it's always that same, and you just know it's kind of all it. Obviously, it's reality TV, but the later half feels much more like the scripted reality TV, where it's like, okay, you got to say something. Like these two had a fight off air. It's Izzy and Stacy. They had a fight off air, and last time we saw them, they're in love. They're dancing in an airport, and then we cut to them, and he just sits down beside her. And he's like, "You want to talk about that conversation we had?" No one fucking like you might say it, but he just said it literally like the producer's like, "Okay, you guys had a fight off air, but we didn't record it, so we really go over it." You literally
pulled your mic out.
It's been
there you go.
Oh, it's been going all ham.
I think it flickered.
It's been going all ham. So it's one of these things where it's like the second hey, just talk about it again. Try to talk about it again. And it doesn't feel as natural as all. And they're just like rehashing the fight and everything. So
every season they have those moments. And it's just, it's very very clear when they're
But you got to stay at the end, right? Because you want to know who gets married and who doesn't get married. And then this season, worst season ever. Only 2 couples going to the altar.
I know.
Jeez
I know.
Louise.
I was shocked.
Yeah, there was a third. So there was the 3 that got engaged. Apparently there was a 4th, but they're suing the show right now. So that's why they're not on the show at all. Yeah, they're suing them. They're claiming like their partner like tried to sexually like harass them or stuff, and the producers weren't letting her leave and everything. So it's yeah, and who knows? They're like, oh, we don't do that. So but. First of all, we do have a guest. I'm going to introduce him in a second because Taylor hasn't even introduced himself. Rude, as I go to introduce him, he's talking to Madison.
Muted you.
Yeah, he's muted. He's not even on. He's just going to sit there. He's going to sit there muted and be looking at the camera, not talking at all. Just be like, yeah, I was on After 9. I was there. Oh, look at him. Yeah, Madison's like, if you don't get off this cast right now, I'm going to pull everything down. We have to go to Davidson
Orchards right now.
Yeah. No, he said they went there before, which I thought
Sorry,
was...
guys, I got to go. I'll see you later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I actually thought you were going. I actually thought I was gone. Jeez Louise.
It's like, why even say anything? Why not just leave?
Yeah. But, before you talk more, got to bring on our GA cohort, one of our favorite people. And I can announce this right now. As long as it all scheduling goes off, I'll announce 2 things. I'll bring him in first. Mr. Chris Balga, the host of Marvel Alliance, World of Finest True Believers, one of the best vice principals in the world.
Yeah. One of the best arms in the game. Look at those things.
Shit, Chris. God damn.
That's why no one misbehaves at the school. He's just like...
just flexes.
I don't know about that. How are you gentlemen doing?
Good.
Very
good. Well, what I was going to announce is because we're running back. I was going to do this a big way, but we'll do it another time. We're running back the Extra Life Trivia Battle, as always, the 4th annual one. And we're going to do Taylor versus Travis again. The reason is because last year was by 2 points. But as I've told the story before, last year the whole stream almost crashed. I had to log on to Zoom, all this stuff. And I caught it halfway through, but it was too late. Taylor, not being a gentleman, didn't mention that somehow Travis Hines, who was on my team, ended up on Taylor's team, giving him points. So I think any points that Travis threw or got are completely null. So I think that win last year is completely just, once I watched it back and listened, like, hey, this doesn't make any sense. So that's why we got to run it back.
I still have a beef with the question I was claimed to not get right with Katie about the crawl.
I forgot it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was like, what's the first part of the crawl? And I think I said Star Wars or something like that, or part of the crawl.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess so. It technically does Star Wars, like A New Hope. But
yeah, I was not given those points, so I still have a beef about that.
Well, that's the 2 things. Katie will be back. All as usual, as time permitting. Katie will be back because next year she might be busy. So she's going to come back and just host these kind of waterboarding questions as she did last year. And then Chris Balga is going to return. He's going to be hosting the Marvel side. So I'm very, very excited to get back. You've done it once before, so you ready?
I'm nervous. Chris had some challenging.
Well, I will say I learned a lot from my first year. So they're not going to be that busting as they were before. I learned a lot from my first time, so.
That's what he's
going to say. I got an Inhumans question from him, and I knew I was fucked.
It's going to be like, what's Kingpin's middle name? And it's like, I don't think I even know that. So,
I don't even know that.
Yeah, I don't even know how. He strikes me as like a 2-name type of guy. But.
King and Pin.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, and then if all goes well, same thing. I'm hoping I'll probably announce it on his show, but Dave should be coming back to host the DC side. So yeah, excited to, and I think this year, because we got usually the same amount of people, I think what me and Taylor are going to do, I'm going to get everyone confirmed, and this year to, just create the board, no controversy, no rivalries, no whatever. We're going to get the board and we're going to put the names in like a hat or something and we're going to draw. It's going to be complete.
The randomizer. Get the randomizer wheel out.
Yeah, exactly. The wheel is going to be complete random. I didn't want to do draft picks because politics, someone could be last and then we get canceled, Definitely picking Travis Hines last because he lied to me. He should remember at no point he go, I'm on Travis's team. No, he just betrayed me right in the moment. And that's the second time he almost screwed us over the first year. He tried to do some tomfoolery and stuff like that, but Yeah.
Well, my question is, if Scott's in the running ends up on your team, are you two going to get along?
I wish Scott is not available this year. I was just talking to him today. I want it because me and Scott have talked about the last year. There's been a connection. Not everything, but the movies, certain takes we have, we're just like simpatico now. I think it's just because I'm getting older, so I'm matching Scott. I'm just joking, Scott. I love it. Kirkland agreed. He's like, oh yeah, Scott is old.
It makes sense.
No, I love Scott. So I didn't. It's not gonna work out this year, but hopefully next year. I think what I'd like to do next year, because it's the 5th anniversary, try and get the original people, him, Brent, and Taylor. Why am I forgetting? What's Tyler Buck's podcast? Tyler Buck's podcast.
Chatter Squadron.
Yes, because we haven't done. They couldn't do it last year, so I'll be excited to get them back at some point. But what you been up to this weekend, Chris?
Doing a lot of research for an upcoming thing. Can't talk about it yet, but getting up to speed on that. I actually caught up on some reading just before I got on. I figured I'd have a 20 minutes or so jump on here and chat with y'all. But it's actually been a relaxing weekend after the exciting week I've had. So we've had ever since. What was it? Beginning of September, we've had something to do every single weekend, and this is the first weekend that we've had absolutely nothing. So I like nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Is it like an eerie feeling though? You're like, I feel like I have to be doing something because I'm just so used to the last few weeks.
No, not really, because we got season tickets to our local theater, so we had a play to go to, then my sister's wedding, then another play to go to last weekend. So I mean, it was all good stuff, but it's just being busy, just we got this getting ready to happen, ready to happen. So my wife and kids are about to go to the library for a little bit and get some energy out of the local playground after that. So
nice.
Oh, nice. That's key. Yeah, No, I think that's
it's only good for 5 minutes. The energy though. So
yeah. Yeah, they bounce back real fast. The only time they can a nap is what will work. But now my 2 oldest don't really nap. Ellie still naps, but now the naps there's no quiet time of the day. But yeah, I got that same type of calendar coming up because next week it's not really a free week because we have things. We're doing some filming, so that's a day gone, and then we're gonna do my Thanksgiving next week because just like I said, sick kids, and then the week after it sounds like a first world thing, but Spider-Man's out, so that's the. That's the weekend, which is crazy. October 20th. It's not that far away.
That's very quick.
Yeah, it's
I gotta beat Miles. I've been doing too much side questing on the not doing the main story. I heard the main story though is extremely quick. Dylan was saying 3 hours to get done.
I'd say 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, if you just streamline it and do nothing, you could easily clear that.
I took that as you're doing too much side quests with Dylan to play Miles.
I have no time to do anything. Fuck.
Just Dylan on air, he's talking about it. I'm really tired of podcasting with Dylan. He keeps asking me on side quests. I don't even like video games.
When you're going through Miles, you're not even a real Spider-Man because every single crime that's going on, screw it. I'm just doing the main line. I don't care about a bank being knocked over, someone getting mugged. Nah, I'm my own Spider-Man.
See, that's the thing though, is when those moments happen, I feel like to be Spider-Man, I actually have to stop and do all these things. So I never get to the main quest.
No, see a chump moments. You're just
see a chump.
Yeah, because if you go to bed and you see on the news killed, it's I could have saved that man. That's the struggle of being a superhero, right?
Agreed.
That's the struggle.
What you might have said.
Because like I said, some Wi-Fi issues. If you in the game you go to bed and then you see local man killed by Rhino,
yeah,
that's you.
Don't want that. Yeah,
that's on you, right? Because you had to go fight Miles' ex-girlfriend or something like that. So, did you put that?
What?
Did you put email was sent a few minutes ago?
No, I did.
That's not me.
Okay. Well, Andrew, you have to also join Patreon too, which is the tier there. So yes, if you're a patron, you got the link. If not, the link is in the subscription or in the details. And this is a man I'm very talk to this week. So Mr. S Bubs always why are you laughing?
It just stopped working.
Great delivery.
You just you didn't introduce you're just gone.
Oh man, I'm very excited to talk about nothing.
I understand.
I'm very excited to talk about. Not going to introduce him, but S Bubs, how you doing?
Good.
Good. So I quickly, because we have another guest here, so I'm going to bring it. But I quickly have to ask, because I have done Tress, talked about for years. How have you now started to watch wrestling? Was it just literally because you saw maybe like a thirst trap picture of Rhea Ripley and that got you there?
Because it was honestly it was the Rock's return. Like I saw that video and it was like, oh, this is like I just like with the crowd and stuff like going crazy. I don't know. I was just like I just started watching like on the WWE like YouTube channel. They just had like playlists of like I think it was one of the first ones I saw was like a 4-hour video, which is like every single bloodline match, full storyline. And I just watched like the whole thing over the course of a day, just like, and that's what And I just like immediately just like tried watching as much as I could.
Oh man, that's crazy. So that's where you got on that. So I know you're watching NXT. Are you planning on watching the other stuff too? You just starting with NXT?
Yeah,
like,
I
what's
mean,
your
yesterday,
game plan here?
Yesterday I watched I was able to watch the first half of SmackDown just because I was busy, but I watched the second half and then I went back and watched the first half after that. But that was cool. Yeah. Because today's the Fast Lane.
It's Fast Lane, baby. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm excited to see it because I really like LA Knight. I think yeah.
He is an interesting story because last year he was just a manager and his name was Max Dupree, and then they changed his character because he was LA Knight and then they stripped it away and then here's the thing, I'm happy you're aboard. It's much like comic book movies where eventually you're going to have a love-hate relationship with it because you're going to see things that are just so bad and stupid. And you go, why did they do this? Why did they go this route? And that was LA Knight. Everyone loved him as LA Knight. And then Vince was like, what if he was a manager who was a male model? And everyone was like, why would you do this? And he did that for like 6 months. And yesterday was actually the year anniversary for them switching the character back. But Vince is like semi around right now. It's going to be better when he leaves or retires or dies. But the good thing for you, at least now, any explanation you want, there's YouTube, and you can just be like, give me so-and-so's career. Give me, like, when CM Punk, when he comes back, you'll be able to do a CM Punk YouTube and see, like, the whole fucking journey that's been and everything. So that's exciting. I'm excited for you to get here. So, and you didn't watch a kid or anything, eh?
No, I never, I was just, never, I don't know if I was, never into it. I always thought it seemed like it, but I just, never watched it.
I kind of feel like Vince McMahon is kind of like Emperor Palpatine. He's never will just disappear, and just when you think he's gone, there he is, cloned and coming back.
Somehow Vince has returned.
Pretty much. The first time he retired, and it's like, oh, he's gone, and then he literally just kind of decided that, getting canceled isn't that bad, so I'll come back. And now he's being investigated for something else. So it's like it's something that he still can put in word, but he's not, I think, allowed to be on the job site or so, not I don't think they'll disbar him, but I think it's kind of like, hey, we don't really want you around right now because you got bad press going on. So yeah, I'm ready for that man to retire because he makes a lot. He's very out of touch, S-Bubs, and you'll find that as if you watch more, you'll see the IWC kind of go against Vince. Triple H and HBK, they're like the golden children right now and stuff. So. And it's a lot it's something that maybe for you, it will be better to watch how you did watch it later on. Because as you can see, that's already a lot of content of 3 hours of Raw, NXT's an hour,
and that was just from
2 hours.
I think it was only from 2021 or something like that, 4-hour compilation that I saw.
Oh yeah, it's crazy the amount of content they put in. But yeah, it's better to watch without commercials and stuff. I don't watch the main product as much. I always watch pay-per-views. I watch every once in a while, and then we'll see eventually if you dip your toes into AEW. The best way, the little comparison I can give is Marvel and WWE are very similar, where they're the big brand, they're more for the family. They kind of have a formula, but they have some really good shit. And then AEW is not like that, but they can go through their ebbs and flows, but it's more like the adult, more the Batman Joker type of movies, that type of this week they said fuck on live TV and that was huge because everyone's like, oh my god, they said the F word. That's big because you got to pay a lot of fines, so they're they do that. So let's bring in our local criminal, D.H. Hansey. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Very
good. Nice and sunny out. Taylor, you can't just give a thumbs up on a podcast. That doesn't mean anything. Just
well, I'm doing great. It is nice and sunny out.
And then a first-time joiner. I don't want to assume, but Mike, am I going to assume correctly that you are Superbad Mike from the Discord?
Yes, this is my big face reveal.
Okay, good. You almost embarrassed me for a second because I'm like, you pause, and I thought you were going to say no. I was like, oh, shit.
Like,
it's
who's
not
that
guy. You don't know me. I'm Mike. And then he just loses it on us and everything. So
Trying to rebrand.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm no longer Superbad. I'm just Mike. But how are you, sir? Tell us a bit about yourself, because also you're in the Discord. So we talk to you all the time. You're in our music league, you know, so we got that going on. But yeah, it's your first time here, so tell us about yourself.
Oh, not much to tell. I just a movie fan who found you guys, and now here I am talking. Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, as usual, you don't got to give us your exact address, but where are you located again in the world?
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal, Canada. Oh, I feel like I must have missed the Montreal part. So you're not too far from Maddie. So if you guys ever argue, you could go like fight him or something.
Yeah, go beat him up in the streets.
Yeah. Make him physically join the music league, you know? So
yeah, we need more people, so he should get his ass in there.
Oh, they're dropping like flies. We were at 12 at one point, and now like Madison left. I can't remember who else left. Yeah, well, he was rocking like -3 for a couple weeks, so it just.
I was relying on him though for the next round. I had like a song in mind, and I don't think that I'm obviously gonna get his votes, so might have to switch it up.
You don't get to complain. You did that to me once. I one time put a song specifically in for you, and that was a round you forgot to vote, and that's how I think Tyler ended up winning. Kirkland's gonna love this song. I can't remember what it was, but it's a song we like about. It's not a Hinder song. Yeah, there I go. It's not a Hinder song, but it's with something like that. I'll figure it out. But
you could use it in the Goosebumps round. I get goosebumps listening.
Well, and I don't want to spoil, but that's my worry about the Goosebumps round, because I was like, is it a song that gives you goosebumps because it's scary? And then Emily's like, no, is it a goosebumps like you're like on all like it's like a magical song?
You physically
right?
get goosebumps. I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
I mean, I'm going for a
It's
big
not,
voice,
apparently.
so that's what gives me goosebumps.
That's a good idea.
See? And
I
scary
usually
song
don't plan ahead on my songs until I see the round, so I don't even know what rounds are going on.
Be ready.
I try to plan them ahead, but then each one, like, by the time the next round actually starts, I like forget about it.
Oh, he couldn't handle it anymore. Come on, no. That you won. Everyone's at the bottom for a while. You won one round. You won a league. You know, you can't give up in the middle of it. Some of us depend on those points and stuff. So
some of us are living at the bottom and are still there. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, and we have like a weird fluctuation of like sometimes we'll go through these rounds like 3 in a day, and then like this one it's been like 2 weeks for a round, you know. So Andrew, yeah, you should look at, if you join Patreon, you should look at the posts, and the posts will have a link and everything like that. But yeah, Hansi, what have you been up to? Because it's been a while since we talked to you on here. So what you been? Also, you were at the Comic-Con thing a couple weeks ago. That was
I
a fun
did.
time.
So that's why I missed the last After 9. I was at FanX Salt Lake Comic Convention. It was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of cool people. Charlie Cox was there. Vincent D'Onofrio was there.
D'Onofrio.
There, Nev Campbell and Matthew Lillard. So we got to see them and a bunch of voice actors. So it was very cool. And cosplayed all 3 days. So it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. So yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Travis. That is,
He's
laughing at it.
he did a big laugh,
Amazing.
but he's like a ventriloquist where his mouth isn't moving. He's completely frozen.
I could hear him, but
He's having Wi-Fi.
Oh, there he just disappeared.
It's like I'm watching Host.
Just drops from the ceiling.
I opened the door to try to get the Wi-Fi going more because, like, I think that happened last time. I'm not gonna drop from those ceilings.
Does that work? Opening a door allows the
You
Wi-Fi
fan
in?
it.
Yeah.
You fan it. It allows more waves in.
You put it a couple of extra quarters in, you know, just go a little longer.
But
totally
as I think my Wi-Fi is dropping right now, I don't think that door's helping. Yeah, I don't think that door's helping. No, I don't understand. I literally did Spider-Verse from here. I've done vlog stream from this room. Don't understand it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because downstairs, what are they? Some Elmo's going on, so I don't know if there's some streams like too much Elmo. They're watching like 8K. Gotta make sure. Gotta see all the fur and stuff. So
gotta have that Elmo in 8K.
Yeah, Ellie will not watch it unless it's in 8K. She's like, no.
She can tell if it drops down to 4K.
Yeah,
she knows what cinema
exactly.
is.
Yeah, she throws a fit anytime we go to buy a new TV. It's like
she's gonna be a PC gamer. Make sure you get all those frames.
Yeah, Dad, Spider-Man 2 doesn't look that good. You know, like look at it. It's on your PlayStation 5. You know, so. But yeah, that's what she's doing for Halloween. She's being Elmo. You guys got any Halloween plans? You guys do anything?
I have nothing.
We're all old now, hey? That's the thing. We're all.
I've never been.
Well, actually, I'm gonna go to my sister's house. She just bought a new house, so she's like a new neighborhood. So there's actually trick or treaters there. So I'm gonna go there, watch some scary movies, and hand out some candy.
Nice.
Do you got the go-to for Halloween night? Like, is there any scary movie or got one specifically that you save for the 31st?
Usually I'm in charge of picking one out, and I usually pick a new one. So I don't know. We'll see this year. I'm still mulling over some choices.
Hereditary. I rewatched that movie not too long ago, and that's
The Nun 2, right, Taylor?
That one terrifies me.
All right, I hate to bail, but I just got the call that we're leaving. So,
all right.
All right, good seeing
Thanks
y'all.
for stopping by,
Good to
Chris.
see you. See you later.
Bye bye.
There's
Taylor,
always that like
do you have
pause
Halloween
between
plans?
buy and actually closing it.
Who, Kirkland? You talking?
Taylor, do you have Halloween plans?
I think
You have an
he'll
idea for the
figure
baby
s-
dressed in
well,
something?
I want to do.
Yeah, what's the
Handmaid's
first
Tale.
baby
It would have been a
costume?
fucking great costume. Baby Nicole,
That's-
me as one of the I think a governor, and then my wife as a handmaid. It would have been a great costume, but I think she wants to do like
You
the three
sexist
bears.
pig.
So
3 bears. That's
bears.
a long. That is much different.
Yeah, different side of the spectrum.
Handmaid's Tale.
we're big on Handmaid's Tale. We just did we did watching the series. We just did both books. Like we're just super into that story. So that's kind of where the motivation.
So
came
you said
from.
we did the books. Did you like read them together like a shared
We
Facebook
do the
profile
audiobooks.
or
Whenever we
something?
go on,
Read
like,
them to the baby.
When we go on road trips, we usually play audiobooks. So right now we're on Aragon. We just did Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, so we're just kind of like dabbling through all of them.
Did you
Kinda
just say
bold.
his name like the same way like Aragorn like Lord of the Rings? I feel like they're
Aragon.
pronounced different.
No, the book. Like it's a different
Yeah.
story. Aragon.
Aragon, yeah.
With the
No,
dragon.
I know that. I know the kid and Jeremy Irons is in the movie. I know what
Where's
he's talking
Aragorn coming from, though? I didn't say that.
about. What? I thought maybe it's the Wi-Fi. I swear the first time you said it sounded like the Lord of the Rings version, and now
You
you're
gotta go
no.
swing your door
It's
some more. Swing
Egon.
your door some more.
Get a mirror. Maybe the Wi-Fi will bounce off the mirror towards you.
But in terms of like Halloween plans, though, I don't know. I feel like Halloween is becoming less and less like I don't know, like a cool thing. Like they're not like doing as many haunted houses
What?
anymore. They're not like even like you go to like for Value Village,
You
for
just don't get
example.
invited.
Value Village used to have tons of really cool Halloween stuff. That's not a thing. We only have the 2 Halloween stores, which was lots of cool stuff. But even the neighborhoods aren't that granular. Maybe I'm going to the wrong places in town, but I feel like the mall's really the only hype place where you take your kids. And there is that house down the street that does the haunted house. Then we go to the Maze every year, but it just feels like it's getting smaller and smaller from when I was a kid. And like my parents and my sister, we'd hit up like 4 or 5 haunted houses in my hometown in a night, and it was just great. There were so many cool things to do, but it's just getting downscaled a little bit. Now, maybe it's just because they're trying to emphasize Christmas, because back in August, Walmart had Christmas shit already up. It's like, god damn, like, where's the Halloween stuff?
It's all online now. I
That's my
think there's
rant.
lots of it. That's your TED talk. There's not enough of this and stuff, but
Back in
Yeah.
my day.
I don't think it's dead. I think it's still the second hot. Christmas is always gonna win, but Halloween's still the strong number 2. You know.
Strong number 2. I didn't think about that.
What else would you
Yeah,
put
I know.
at the number 2 holiday?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Easter's pretty popular with Easter egg hunts and all that shit. Kids love that
Easter.
fucking rabbit.
When was the last time you went on an Easter egg hunt, Taylor?
Last year, my wife puts the Easter egg hunts out for me.
Oh, no. Are you
All right.
serious?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious, yeah.
Just to get you out of the house. Just Because you're always wanting to watch.
I don't open the
There's
door.
never
bro.
eggs.
No.
Because you always want to watch Handmaid's Tale. She's like, Taylor, enough of this show.
You gotta go outside, Taylor.
Yeah. First year with a daughter. Handmaid's Tale. Gosh, let's do it.
Yeah. When was the last time you did an Easter egg hunt?
Like by myself, maybe when I was.
Well,
10.
no, I mean, well, the way you said it was like you planted the Easter egg hunt for yourself and then did it.
No,
yourself.
okay, that's worse. That's worse. I won't say Madison doing it's not bad, but like that's the low tier sad. If you were doing Easter egg for yourself, hey, whatever makes you happy. If you miss Easter, if you just missed Easter and you feel like you gotta hide eggs, go to sleep, and then wake up like, oh, eggs, whatever floats your boat. But that's not me. I'm not missing Easter that much, and I just feel it because like every year we do like a Geek First Halloween party. We get together and watch movies. Like we don't do that for Easter or St. Patty's or anything. Like
maybe we
have
have
Halloween.
What are we gonna do for St. Patty's?
No. What are we gonna do for an Easter Geek First party?
Oh man,
Have
what
salmon.
couldn't we do?
Have salmon for
All
sure.
Willy Wonka themed.
Yeah. Isn't salmon tied with Jesus, or did I just make that up? Isn't there something in the Bible with salmon and Jesus?
I don't know. I was just referencing the salmon that Taylor made
I
that
know.
one time.
I know. I'm just saying it might be fitting for the Lord, but yeah, he hasn't made it since. And every time someone new asks, he's like, "Oh, I would love to, but people don't appreciate it." And he like looks around like a scorned ex-wife or something. It's like,
Never make it again.
but,
I never got to
You
try it.
haven't,
I'm
so-
so missed out.
I thought you got to try it. Didn't I make it at my house one time for a charity stream and I slid you a little piece?
Maybe. I guess
hello,
it's
he
forgettable.
hid it in an Easter egg. That would be Taylor's Easter.
I never
The
found
eggs
it,
are gonna
so
have
it's still
salmon in them.
Just leave
They'll
them
just
out
be
there
salmon.
overnight.
Yeah, this house just reeks, Taylor. What'd you do? Oh, I thought it'd be special. Salmon, so.
What's that fucking smell?
What about you, S? You got it. How's your Halloween watch list going right now?
I've been trying to I just haven't had the time. I've only been done 2 so far. By the end of the month, I'm gonna have to do like 3 a day on those like last week. But so far, yeah, I literally only watched 2 on my list.
Slipping.
That's unlike you. I feel like you
R.I.P.
watch
You
like 7
try,
movies a day.
Yep.
I've tried. This like I don't know. I think over the summer I tried to do like I had like a whole like summer watch list. Well, I just put like way too many on them to the point where like I created a watch list like I'm gonna watch these, but then there were too many to choose even just from that watch list. Like I made like 80 movies that I wanted to watch, and then I just never finished it. I only saw like half of them maybe.
I feel like I've seen maybe 30 movies this year.
fair.
Let
you do
alone
bite
just
on
for the
lots.
summer.
You think so? You think you've only seen 30 movies? I feel like that's low.
It's very low. I never said it was high.
Released this year or in all?
No,
Like,
I mean,
just in
like
general.
just for you. I
Seen
feel like
movies.
you. I feel. Are you talking
Yeah,
about
it
new
seems
movies or
low.
just all movies in general?
Like for this year? Is that what you're asking?
Yes. Yeah. 2020.
New movies
No.
and
Have you
old
seen
movies.
30 movies your
I've
whole
seen
life?
less than 30 movies. That's what I said. That's why I was
Really?
confused. I thought I made it clear.
It wasn't because I just feel like I don't know. I'd have to look at how many movies we review in general, but I feel like there's other stuff. You've like watched what movie do you keep? You've watched Barbarian like 3 times this year. I keep seeing on Letterboxd.
That only counts as one.
It's a good
Shay,
watch.
we gotta watch it again.
It's a good watch. Oh shit! Yeah, I made Shay watch that movie. She was not happy.
Yeah.
What's your question,
No.
Travis? You look
Is there any
perplexed.
horror movie she has been liking?
No, she does
I'm trying
not
to
like
figure
horror
out a
movies
page
at
on
all.
this.
She does want to watch Haunted Mansion, which I know is like a Disney movie, but still, I was kind of surprised that she at least said that because she's very like anti-thriller. Anything like gets that suspense and like just that feeling of anticipation and gets her going in all the wrong ways. So she likes rewatching movies that she's seen, like How to Train Your Dragon. You know, like very, very easy watches. As long as she
Comfort
knows it's gonna
movies.
happen. Yeah, exactly. Which is fun. I like those movies. If I hated them, it might be an issue. But no, they're really awesome. And actually, speaking of Disney, I'm going to Disneyland for the first time in my life in February. I'm super excited. Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm super, super jazzed. I went to Disney World. in 2004 or something. So it's been a long time. And then so I gotta go. I'm gonna build a lightsaber, do all that fun stuff.
Oh, you have to do it. It's so cool.
They have San Francisco that opened up too. It's like from Big Hero 6, like with the apparently like just opened end of August. So I'm super excited to see that.
It looks really good.
So pumped.
And you can meet like Baymax and Hero over there.
Nice. Oh, it's cool. I'm so excited. I love that movie so much. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, February 4th to the 8th, just like a few days.
So what crystal are you picking? What color? Are you going red?
I think I'm going red. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Do you have like a hilt in mind of what you want to do?
Not really.
Something
Not really. Yeah. Shaven asked me. She's like, "Do you know how much it is? Like, if you looked in that," I'm like, "I don't even want to know. I'm just gonna give them my credit card. Just it's once in a lifetime
experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't put a price on that.
Yeah.
Disney can,
I'll probably look into it to get some idea, because I feel like I can get like analysis paralysis sometimes, and like trying to make the right decision. I might just be looking at the two things for like over an hour. So it might be a good idea to
I think it's like $250.
I think you're right.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Is that a USD? Then it's like
yes.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Take a loan for that.
But if you buy a separate crystal, it'll be less expensive.
Like, it's cool. And then you can buy extra crystals for like $20, so it can be any color.
Nice. Yeah, I'm so pumped. So
yeah,
it'll be fun.
Are you hoping to meet anyone specific? You want to meet like Ahsoka there? Ahsoka is there right now. Well, they got certain characters that come out at certain times of the year.
I don't know. Ahsoka shit.
I feel like it'll be one of it'll be one of those things, Taylor, where like I'm not really looking forward to anyone, but if I see a certain someone that I don't know about, I don't know, it'll just get me excited. But
that you don't know about. Like you want to meet a Disney character you don't recognize, like someone.
Or maybe like I didn't know that I was looking for this person, but they just appeared and they
Kirkland,
they got the vibe.
You're looking for me.
Yeah, here I am.
Thanks, Goofy.
They just like point at you.
Shay did say, because she went to Disneyland I think last year or something, and apparently there's like a Star Wars ride there that is like the greatest experience that she's ever had in her entire life. And you can get like a fast pass for rides at Disneyland, but you have to get a specific fast pass just for this one ride, because it's just that top tier. So I'm super excited for that. And
Are you?
Well, since you're going in
Hansi,
February,
you went last year, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I actually went in September as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
And in March.
Oh, nice.
So if you need any tips or anything, I got you.
Nice.
But you're going to be there in February. So that's probably during the Lunar New Year festival that they do. And there's like a whole parade, and they always have Mulan and Mushu out. So you might get to see them.
I love that movie. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Never watched the live action, but I love the original.
Do not.
Yeah, I started watching it, and Shay and I just looked at each other. We're like, what the fuck is this? Let's turn this off. Not a fan. Any fans of the live action Mulan out there?
I've never watched it.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's the worst one of all the live action remakes.
I'm glad I didn't keep going then. I bowed out at the right time.
When was the last one you seen? You saw Little Mermaid, didn't you?
Yeah, Little Mermaid, which I thought it was like not awful, but like I'm probably never gonna rewatch it. Like if I want to watch Little Mermaid again, I'll just watch the original. I thought Melissa McCarthy was really good.
She's really good.
As Ursula. I feel like there was just certain things that I was like when the dog finds her on the beach, like they just cut that out of the movie, and I love the dog from the original Little Mermaid.
And they
had
cut
a minor
the French
role in this
chef
one
out too, which I get. Like it's definitely a little inappropriate these days. But I watched that original. I'm like, I love this French chef. He's got a whole song in there too. Oh, I loved it. Les Poissons.
And like Sebastian Flounder, like I didn't mind them. I thought they were okay in this live action one, but it just wasn't really grabbing me magical way.
I thought Halle Bailey's voice was absolutely incredible.
Amazing.
That was the thing that
she's
kept
incredible.
me going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was phenomenal in it. Yeah.
I haven't seen
Scuttlebutt.
I was gonna say I haven't seen like barely any of the Disney remakes. Just not that like not interested in them. I just like never got around to them. I think the only one I've seen is like Aladdin and like
that's good.
Maleficent, if that counts as one, but not really.
Those are two
Was
of
that
the
one
better
Were
off
you
of
like
Cinderella? Is that what that is?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably go meet her at Disneyland and have some questions.
Yeah. There she is. I didn't know I was looking for you.
Where's she from again? Because I suppose you're like in a different era. Did you grow up with? Were you like? Did your family indoctrinate you with the Disney animated movies? Because I feel like that has a lot to do with the live action crowd of people that they saw them as a kid, and like, oh, I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
I think for me, I was a lot more into like Pixar. Definitely, that's kind of like what I grew up with. I don't
Give
know.
it 20
if
years,
like...
they'll start doing that live action Toy Story and everything soon. So.
Oh dear God.
It's coming. They're for sure going to do it. They're going to do live Monsters Inc. Up. Like they're already do. Oh no, I guess Moana's still Disney, but they're gonna they're gonna.
I was gonna say, have they? Not, I don't think they've announced like Frozen yet, but that's like they're definitely doing that for sure. Like live.
Well, they gotta do Frozen 3 first, then do live action.
But yeah.
I love how Travis is just frozen.
He's struggling hard.
You're just trapped in there.
I wonder what prompted his like room change and him to like be in this new area.
Yeah, that is right.
Because his old space had like better Wi-Fi than there's Dexter.
That picture.
Oh, I love it, young Dexter.
Lord. We should check and see if though he's got that hard Ethernet line, because that's what you got to do. You got to go directly. From
I don't
the
know
modem
why he still is holding on to the Wi-Fi. Like every time Taylor, like I feel like for the last at least 3 years we've been telling him to get on Ethernet, and he's like, yeah, it's usually good. It's usually good, but here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, but look at this. Look at this. We got another guest joining into the stream. Clay.
He looks a little diagonal.
Clay.
Is he like?
He is diagonal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on a weird corner angle.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
It
was weird because you were straight.
Basement right
then,
now. I
yeah.
was over here watching college football, and I totally forgot that this was today. So I wanted to stop in and say hi.
Hell yeah! How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Very good.
So good.
Good.
Canadian
What,
Thanksgiving, so we have a long weekend.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice.
Who are you rooting
What,
for in the football?
Oh,
Football. My God, you were not a football fan when you said that.
Evidently not. I'm mostly just waiting. At college, I don't care too much. My parents are Michigan fans. I'm more of just a Detroit Lions guy, so I'm waiting for tomorrow. It's the big day.
Nice.
It's a big day.
Yeah. What are you guys? What did I walk in on? What's the topic?
Travis's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
We're shitting on Travis's Wi-Fi. He was on issues.
Okay, I overheard you didn't hear. Oh, we talked about the Wi-Fi before. Since I have been back in, or since I've been living in my new house, when I'm in my podcasting spot, there's not been a single Wi-Fi issue.
Oh, what's going on right now, man?
I feel like you're in a cave now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now. Or maybe I don't have the right. I don't have the right microphone. Hang on.
Clay, is there
Like 10
any
feet away.
is there any live action
There we go.
Disney
Okay.
remakes that you like?
Oh, ooh, yeah. I really like the the one Favreau did before Lion King.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book. Yeah, I like that one.
Oh yeah.
What about you guys?
I've
I
only
was-
seen The Little Mermaid, so
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Aladdin's good. I
Only?
recommend Aladdin.
yeah.
Wow. You avoided them all.
Yeah. The concept of just like taking your movie and remaking it almost shot for shot like bugs me a little bit. So,
That's
I think
fair.
but I
That's
did
why I
want to
like
see
the-
Halle Bailey because I think she's amazing. So,
Mhm.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I think people kind of
Yeah,
forget
my
about
favorite is
Snow
The
White
Lion
and
King. I
Huntsman.
think that's the most that's the most controversial one, but I love that Lion King remake.
That was controversial. I never saw it.
That's the one where it's like really shot for shot remake, right?
Oh
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Yeah, pretty much.
people mostly don't like
Okay.
it because of the like the expressions. Like people say the animals aren't expressive.
yeah, like they
Okay.
show no emotion and stuff, is what I've heard.
Hmm.
So it's weird when they're singing and it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean they just look like normal animals. Us like in the original like animation, they would have like like facial expressions because
Yeah.
like drawn. But then since they try to make it like as realistic as possible, like they're having like these sad scenes, but they just look like normal animals. So it's like you're hearing it through the voice, but they're just like kind of like just like staring at the camera.
Just soulless.
That's funny. No, I haven't seen that one yet.
But the music in Lion King is just absolutely amazing. So I'm sure it's fun to hear that.
Yeah. Taylor, which one did you say? Snow White and the Huntsman?
Snow White and the Huntsman. I feel like that one's kind of like a Maleficent, where it's like it's based on that, like those characters, but totally just its own story. Because I mean, you get a war in that one.
Yeah, is it Disney?
It's not Disney.
Yeah, that's
public domain.
That's Warner Brothers, I think.
Yeah.
That is public domain, and it even has a sequel too, which is just the Huntsman, like the Winter War, or whatever it's called. And you got like, isn't it like Anne Hathaway and what's the other lady who plays the evil queen? It's just they got wars in them. It's super cool.
What's that have on Rotten Tomatoes?
The sequel
20%.
Yeah, the sequel.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
I'd say like 30 or 35.
Chris Hemsworth's in it. What the hell?
Chris Hemsworth, Charlize
Emily
Theron,
Blunt, Jessica Chastain, Kristen Stewart, Nick Frost.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
Is that a sequel or is that a prequel? I can't
The
remember.
Huntsman Winter's War. That's
Is it
it's a prequel, yeah, and a sequel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
20%
Because I remember one of the early pitches was like, "Do you want to?" Because in the first, I saw Snow White the Huntsman. Terrible film, sorry, Taylor. Yeah, now I'm in the playroom. This is the kid.
Are you crisscross applesauce right now?
I actually am. I was gonna put the camera down, but that's probably not a good move and everything like that. But I am wearing pants. With Snow White Huntsman, yeah, not a great movie, but they have this line where the evil queen is like, "I've met this hunter before," and they decide like, "Yeah, we can make a whole movie out of this," and that's what it is. And I didn't know what's the sequel aspect though, Taylor, because I thought it was like the first time the huntsman fought the evil witch. I didn't know. What does it do for a sequel?
And the sequel is the evil witch is like making a huntsman army, so she actually is training the huntsmen as from children into like soldiers as warriors. So
is the prequel aspect just like the flashbacks then?
I can't remember because it's been a while, but basically the queen says no love can take place, but like the huntsman falls in love with one of the other huntsmen training, and they want to be together, and like there's some other war shit going on. There's always
like Hemsworth falls in love with a dude.
No. There's huntswomen. But I don't know if they call them huntswomen.
It was gay.
It would have been cool if it was like Henry Cavill and just these two big beefy guys.
Henry
take
Cavill,
on
yeah.
Charlize Theron, So, but I feel like you're still skirting around it. Is it a sequel or not? Because where's Snow White if it's a sequel?
Snow White's not in it because it serves as a prequel and then it turns into a sequel. But I can't remember how. But I think it picks up after the events of the first movie. It's been a good minute since I've seen it.
I don't believe you. Thank you for correcting though, because the second he said, "Oh no, that's a Disney remake," I was yelling from my room, but I couldn't be heard. But my rant was anytime I'm in my actual podcast room, my Wi-Fi is completely fine, so I don't need to listen to Kirkland tape like, "Oh, since I've moved, it's been completely fine. It's just that one room, and I can't Ethernet. That would be like 2,000 feet of cables and stuff." And Taylor's always like, "Oh, just like hang it across your wall, make it go across like a jigsaw trap." I'm like, I don't need the Wi-Fi that bad. Like all his like, me in my last place, like, "Oh yeah, easy," and he's like, "Oh, this." Like that's not easy. So
yeah, I would have came over and set it up. I could have easily set up. You would never have seen the cord. I could have shimmied something out perfect.
Sure.
I can fish it through your walls, Travis.
I'll get my drills out. You're the electrician, Kirkland. Yeah, you could save the day.
Oh yeah, Tyler, who's in the chat, he's got this sweet snake cam with a little camera on it. We can get it anywhere. We can do it.
This Tyler?
Yeah.
I feel so. Does he in the league? Yeah. I know. I'm just showing that he left us.
He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he couldn't handle the heat.
Pull those up again.
Yeah. No, I think for me, I agree with Clay that I like Jungle Book, and I like Aladdin a lot, but that's pretty much it. I think unless Little Mermaid we would have seen, but we just didn't have time. Unless the girls want to see one, I think I'm done with seeing the live action ones because it's always just lesser than. But that's what I was trying to say with the Wi-Fi. The Scuttlebutt song was fucking awful.
Yeah.
And Kirkland liked it. He kept like sending it to me all the time. He's like, "Oh, listen to this."
What are you talking about? What is this from?
From Little Mermaid.
Scuttlebutt.
The Scuttlebutt.
Like the news.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what it was fun. I was like,
hey man, Awkwafina's great. I feel like I just
she
liked
did good with
her.
that.
I like Awkwafina, but that song was not it.
Yeah,
that was not
It's so
Lin-Manuel
catchy.
Miranda's best work. That's for sure.
No,
It's so catchy. It just sticks in your head.
He's
The
officially out of
Scuttlebutt.
ideas. Like, let's write a song for Scuttle, and like, I'll get the Scuttle. But oh my god, it's just it goes on for so long too. So, Oh my goodness.
And it also suffers from the animals not having any emotions because it's just like a seagull singing this terrible song.
It's just like if you have a stuffed animal and you're making it move its mouth, but there's nothing going on there. So yeah. Anyway, so last time he made his debut, first he called from the car. And then, the second time he joined for, as I was saying, okay, we're signing off. He joined. So now it's the great. Oh, I forgot. It's like the magician, the great God Loves Me 69. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Got quite the fit going on there.
Yeah, I just came from work. I got my required collar and then the Tool shirt on the back.
You're a businessman, closing deals.
Oh yeah, big salesman, got the khakis and everything.
Oh, the khakis, yeah.
I don't have my khakis anymore from Target days.
We had to wear them for Target, yeah. Oh yeah, I was so pissed. I was at Best Buy, and then I hated wearing the khakis. Now I enjoy them, but at that time didn't want to. And then I left, and then Targets, we also do khakis, and so.
That sucks.
Yeah, not great. But we were just talking about, where are you on the Disney? Were you a Disney fan? 69?
Well, man, I mean, if we're talking their own IPs, then not after they bought Marvel and all that stuff. That's separate. But yeah, I mean, I like Disney. I liked Soul when that came out. I thought that was a great movie.
Now, do you like any of the live action remakes? That's what we were talking about. Have you enjoyed those?
I've only seen Aladdin and Lion King, I guess. That's not really live action.
Okay.
But they're just not memorable at all. They just don't hit the same as the animation, man. The animation is just magical. That's what gave Disney the magic for me when I was a kid growing up. But yeah, not really.
Mm-hmm. I also have to ask, what's the origin point of the dragon behind you too? What's the
Shenron, man?
Shenron, man.
We talked about that, right?
So uneducated, Travis.
I am. Yeah. So, there you go. I forgot about Shenron, and I might forget about him again. Also,
You'll ask him next time too. What's with the dragon?
You know what? On purpose, every time. What's with the dragon?
Yeah.
Crap! I was gonna say, what everyone think about Ahsoka while we're talking about here? Kirkland, you have nothing to add, but Kirkland, you gonna watch Ahsoka? Is it you're gonna binge it one day? You're just
I feel like I was very motivated.
Lead, I don't know.
And then I just kept seeing spoiler memes for it. And I mean, for anyone that hasn't seen it, it's not really a spoiler because right on Disney they just have Anakin's face on it now, which is kind of funny, on the promotion material. It's I love how it gets to a certain point. They're just fuck it, let's just throw them on.
Usually 7 hours. 7 hours. Is
yeah. And then now I've been seeing major just spoiler videos on Instagram and stuff, or just memes of, I won't say it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but there's a certain character that does a jump. And then they just meme the shit out of it. So I feel like I've seen that video so many times. I don't know if I ever have to watch that show. I've never seen Rebels, never seen Clone Wars. So what's really pulling me in? Do I have to watch it?
I'd say you just watch it for the enjoyment factor, because there's some enjoyable moments and stuff that's in there for sure.
And you got to find out about Thrawn, you don't know about him, right?
I know he's come apparently, or coming.
Yeah, he came. Even past tense.
For with of course Thrawn and your other characters being formerly from Star Wars Rebels, there's still the introduction of new characters like Baylan and Shin. So there's some stuff there that you can pick up on and learn too, and some other cool things that I won't say unless you've seen it that have been introduced in the back half of the season. So it's definitely worth indulging.
I will watch it. Then. I'll watch it before the end of the year.
I haven't watched
it. That's a lie. He just bold-faced lie. How much does he lie to Shay, I wonder, he knows it's okay. Oh, end of the year. It's
we're not going to watch Barbarian tonight, Shay, I promise.
He just gets home from a 12-hour shift of nursing, walks and just sees the title card Barbarian, oh, fuck. Why is Kirk keep watching this movie?
I pulled my earbuds out, so I don't know what you're talking about, but you're talking shit about me.
No, of course not. No, you have to. I think you don't. You only have to watch it when the movie comes out. That's maybe you'll have to do catch up. I think you can probably put it off till then. But at some point, that movie's gonna come out, and you'll have like, oh, this character's there and this character. So
got 7 years to watch Ahsoka.
Yeah. At this point, yeah. It's gonna take a minute, but
yeah, I haven't seen it. I watched the first 15 minutes of the first episode, and I fell asleep, and then I never watched them either.
Wow. Was it because you were tired, or because you found the show boring?
I think it was because I was tired, but then I was just like never motivated to watch it, just because I've seen like Clone Wars, like I think like a majority of it, and Rebels, but like maybe when it like first came out, and then I've never rewatched it, so I don't remember like anything. I don't think like I wouldn't feel like rewatching it again.
You're not gonna rewatch all 13 seasons of Clone Wars and Rebels to get prepared for Ahsoka?
No.
No, that's fair. Hansi, you liked the finale though, right?
I did. I thought it was good. I mean, there's definitely flaws, and I agree with you about scenes being left out. Like it seemed like we were missing some stuff. But I kind of like what they did now that a certain person is in one place and certain other person is in another place. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. I think Rosario's really good. But I mean, there's always some CGI volume issues that I'm not in love with. But overall, I thought it was a good show. Much better than Mando season 3. So
yeah, Mando season 3. Yeah, that happened this year, right?
Yeah. That finale. I mean, that's what started the ChatGPT, the story.
That was so disappointing. We had to go find another source to try and.
I've been listening to like each one again since I'm doing like the video of all of them together. There's some like there's some good ones in there. They're just like yesterday I was just listening through the whole fan fiction one. That's like an hour long.
Yeah, we went way too long. The fan fiction one, the Mando 3 one, I think the Flash one.
Oh yeah,
because it's like the end credit. It's the whole movie's Batman Beyond, and then in the end, Bruce Wayne comes back and says he's gonna be Batman. Yeah. Haley's like, "Thanks, Bruce. Done it without you."
It's just like Invasion one is so good too. Where like in the story, like I think like Iron Man like faked his death and he comes back at the end. Everyone. And then the post credit was Xavier like in a dimly lit room, and he had dimly lit room. He had Magneto like trapped to a chair. He was like strapped to a chair.
Now's our time. Yeah, I still love that reality of Downey being a Skrull for all the MCU, and we're now meeting the real one and stuff. So, yeah, and then Loki. Who's watching Loki right now?
I'm going to this weekend.
No. Mike, that was a harsh no. Do you have any plans to, or is that a?
Oh, I'm going to. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Are you gonna wait a couple episodes, or is it just haven't enough time yet?
No, just not enough time yet. You know, I liked the first season well enough. It wasn't my favorite, so I'm not like it's not prime time viewing for me.
Yeah.
Like Gen V is higher on the list.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you enjoying that right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. Yeah, there's lots of stuff. We got all that going on. We got Loki, 4 movies out. I was waiting to see if April was gonna be on because I wanted to ask her about Exorcist. I'm gonna wait to VOD that.
Oh man, that movie looks like a trip.
Like a good trip or a bad trip?
I probably a bad. That one looks crazy.
Yeah, no, that's got VOD all over. Then there's Totally Killer, which Ted, by your tweet, are you starting to watch Totally Killer?
Oh, I watched it. I finished it this morning.
Okay, you enjoyed it, I take it?
I did enjoy it. I think I wrote in my letterbox that it reminded me of Back to the Future, but in a different way.
Literally the first 50 minutes are like, hey, this is like Back to the Future. They literally say that. And
I know they painted it for me like, oh
they
yeah,
fucking brainwashed you.
Yeah. But it's fun. It was actually a really, really good time. And I'm liking time travel more and more if they pull it off in different ways.
Wait, was there a period of your life that you didn't like time travel?
I feel like he's always been loving it, and then he like slightly dipped somewhere.
No, when did he dip?
Slight dip.
He watched
I can't remember.
He just
I have to spend some time.
Yeah.
Didn't make sense the time
sure.
travel. I couldn't get into it. Too much.
Is it a show or a movie?
Movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
I started watching it. I didn't finish, not because I wasn't liking it. I just didn't have the time. But I'll probably finish it tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it tonight. I'm on my third, like trying to get through it. I watch 25 minutes. I said in the Discord, it's like if you like the humor, you're all set. You're good to go. I just don't think it's that funny. So it's just like it's a lot of riffing. This is. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like I might actually like it because with Bottoms I like the trailer. I like hated that trailer. I didn't think it was like funny at all. And I saw the movie and I actually liked it. So I didn't think the Totally Killer trailer was like good at all.
Yeah.
And watching the movie, I've only seen like a little bit of it, but I enjoyed it. So it might be the same thing. Or just had like a bad trailer in my opinion.
Yeah.
We'll great cast. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, there's lots of good people in there. I'd say they're in there for smaller amounts too, so be prepared for that because there's a lot of like once the time travel happened, it's like this character's there, but really they're just there for a couple minutes. But yeah, there's just something that I'm liking as more as it goes along. There's just something that rubbed me wrong the first half an hour where there's something like really tragic that happens, and literally 20 seconds later. Like you got high school teachers cracking jokes and you're like, I don't like this is like, and they're not, that's where I think with Bottoms the whole way through, it kind of had that very wet, hot American summer. It's always jokey. I know sometimes it got a little dramatic where this is like, hey, something really bad happened. And now this teacher's going to like make a barf sound or something. Like, okay, I'm not jiving with this so far, but yeah, I'll finish that. There's Pet Sematary movie. There's someone else out too, isn't there?
Pet Sematary, I think 2.1 on Letterboxd right now.
Oh,
I'm seeing lots of half stars, 1.5 stars.
Yeah, what was the other thing? Because there's 4 movies this
Fair
weekend.
Play, right?
Fair Play, right? Yeah,
I'm excited
I'll check
for
that
that.
out. Yeah. See Alden do. He's having a good year. Oppenheimer. This, as long as he stays away from the Filoni movie, I'll be happy. I just don't call him a man. But yeah, Clay, I saw your review. You didn't really like Bottoms, eh?
Which one?
Bottoms. I
love
just.
I love.
Oh,
Bottoms.
did you? Then there's something else. I'm just so confused.
Yeah, no. I've been ranting about other stuff lately.
Yeah.
Bottoms, I really liked. Bottoms, it was weird because like a lot of the jokes didn't hit for me, like the speaking out loud jokes, but all the physical humor, like totally. Like I left my ass off during that movie. I really liked that movie. It was really good.
For me, it's sort of the same. Like I really like Rachel Senna and Ayo and other stuff. And this, I didn't like them that much, but like all the like background jokes, just like stuff people are doing in the background, just like all the side characters, just like really work, like even more so than like the main characters, and that's what really brought it up for me.
Yeah, it was really good. I like that one. Yeah.
What about you, 69? What you been up to? What you been watching lately?
Oh man, I just saw The Creator last week.
Oh yeah.
What'd you think?
Give it like a 6.8. Yeah,
a 0.8. That's a rare.
Interesting.
I've heard the 7.5, but a 6.8. That's a rarity around these parts.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad with my girlfriend, of course.
Nice.
I cannot get myself to watch Better Call Saul. I don't know. I just can't sit through it, man. Something about it's just a little more boring.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I watched like I can't remember what it's called. It's got Paul Rudd and this other random dude, and they have to do volunteer hours. They like babysit
Role
kids.
Models? Is that Sean William Scott? Stifler?
That's so good. Yeah. That's a good movie. I watched that last night. It was pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, The Creator was underwhelming. I'm gonna be honest.
I agree.
I can't wait to see it. I keep hearing mixed things. It's like I feel like it's not a love-hate thing, but I feel like either like I know Maddie gave it like a 4.5 out of 5, and I know some of you guys liked it, and then I've seen other people that's like that, a 6.8 or like just a solid 3. So I really want to see it in theaters just for the visuals. I mean, I hope I'm gonna have time before Taylor Swift comes out because the theater's gonna be.
Yeah, it's worth seeing in theaters just for those visuals. Like, it's incredible.
Let's go.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
What'd you say?
Let's make it happen. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Right now, we're doing a podcast.
Right now.
Yeah. Maybe. You know.
I was gonna say I saw that like the GameStop stock movie, Dumb Money. I saw that in theaters. It's weird. Like it's like I think in my review I said it's like it's shot and everyone's acting like it's like an SNL pre-recorded segment. It's just like so weird. It's like everyone is like playing a character because everyone is like someone like a famous actor and like no one feels like they're like everyone feels like they're playing a character, like they're playing the character of this person. It's not like that person.
Yeah, movie 43 vibes.
Well, it's also like
that's the needle drops with songs. Like it's like all good songs, but they're all like the most like overplayed songs.
Is it We Need a Hero? Is that in there? Or No Sleep Till Brooklyn?
Like I wouldn't have been surprised if it was in there, but and they play it like it's like there'll be a song. Like it's like every other scene. It's like Suicide Squad 2016. Like everything on screen, there's a song playing, and they play the same songs like 3 times. And there's one that they play like there's the one they play 3 times. It's like it's mentioned like by the characters, but also that's the one that they like couldn't get the rights to or something because it's like a cover of it. Like it's trying to sound like that song, but it's not. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's that tracks because that's one of those movies that they literally like, oh, we wrote this script in 3 days and we're because they were trying to be the first one.
Book, like it was based on like the first book that came out about it, and then they greenlit the movie like the day after the book came out.
Yeah, they just want to be the first one to get to the market and do it. Have you? So I suppose I know you saw Blackberry,
right? Blackberry, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to make the list of the biopic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where does it rank between Air, Blackberry? Because I haven't seen Blackberry. I've seen Air, and I guess there's what's the tale you like that one that somehow you
Tetris
put above. Yeah,
Tetris.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, Flamin' Hot. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one either.
There's Pinball. The guy who created Pinball. There's one. That's one that came out this year.
Oh, the Beanie Bubble.
Oh yeah, Beanie Bubble.
Beanie Bubble is like my least favorite movie of this year. That was
what the hell's Beanie Bubble?
Beanie Babies.
It's so bad.
How could that be interesting?
There's so many of these biopic ones.
Oh, is that the one Zach Galifianakis and somebody else?
And
Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
Oh, I don't trust Elizabeth Banks anymore. 2000s to 2010s Elizabeth Banks? Absolutely. Trust with my life. Since Pitch Perfect, I can't. I just I did not love Cocaine Bear. What was the other one that she directed that I just could not?
Charlie's Angels?
I guess it was fine. I didn't hate that.
She produced Bottoms.
Okay, there you go. I guess it's just when she directs, it's just always the most. It feels like you're in a comedy store and the guy or gal's up there trying and you're being nice. So you have that like, but it just hurts the whole time because like, I just want to go home. Like, can this act stop? And it's not I'm not a fan of the stuff she's like written or directed so far. But yeah, and I guess who knows what she did producing wise with Bottoms, but still that's good. But yeah, I just acting wise she's fine.
My ranking would be, I think I have like, I'd have to rewatch both. Tetris and Air is really close to me, like really close. I think I really liked Tetris, like the whole story of it. But I think Air was just like a lot more fun. Like there were some scenes where I was just like crying, like the phone call scene, like where Matt Damon calls like on the phone. Like I was like crying laughing at that. So that's like, if I had to put like which one was like more enjoyable to watch, I'd probably put Air. Like I feel like I'd probably watch Air like multiple times.
I agree. Yeah.
And then I have Blackberry below them. I still really liked it, but it's just like I think more so like near the end I wasn't like enjoying it that much. Or like not enjoying it as much as the rest of it. Not that I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other have we got all the tech product ones out this year?
Oh yeah, and Dumb Money. I guess I'd put that one like lower. I have that at 55 out of 76 movies, 2023 movies.
76, eh? I gotta check that count. I was just trying to see if there's any more like doc type movies coming out. I think they're more just like actors now, like Priscilla.
Now I can start watching you put those WWE documentaries on on your year ranking. I can.
Oh yeah, I thought I had that on you. Now you can start watching this. The Cody Rhodes one is actually really good. It's you'll learn a lot. And now because you don't know these stories, you're like, holy shit, look at there. Like they do a great job at those docs. They do they don't get enough credit for the documentaries do on wrestlers when they give them enough time. So yeah, if you have Peacock, are you subscribed to Peacock? Or are you
I
pulling
do have it.
and okay? I thought you're like somehow watching WWE. You know,
dude, those password sharing rules are starting to get to me. It's not been a fun time.
Peacock won't care. They just need anyone using their
yeah.
Please watch our service. Yeah. Hansy's gonna start holding people up by gunpoint now to get a password.
Yeah.
Travis, have you seen on Netflix? They're coming out with, I think it's called Captain Laserhawk. It's basically Suicide Squad, but apparently Cody Rhodes is in it. Like he is voice actor.
One?
Yeah, and he is an actual character, and I'm pretty sure he dies in like the first 20 seconds of the show. So it looks crazy though. I think I'm gonna check it out. It looks really good.
Don't do that to my boy Cody. You know, he's the guy. He's the future. Killing him off in 20 minutes. You know,
it's got like a bunch of random it's got Cody Rhodes in there. It's got like Rayman from like that PlayStation game, just randomly as like a news anchor in it. But I don't know when that.
What is this called?
Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix.
Oh, so that's like a Far Cry TV show then.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Sounds like you know more than
I.
But yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah,
October
it is
19th.
a Far Cry thing. It's made by Ubisoft, based on the Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
So is that why Rayman's in it? Because it's just all their IPs then?
Yeah, it says there's a Rainbow Six Siege character. There's Rayman.
Oh yeah, there's an
character
Assassin's
from
Creed
Far Cry
too.
4. Character from Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
How do those mix together?
I don't
Literally.
know. Looks great.
I mean, that's interesting though. That's a unique set of characters with a lot of different abilities. So maybe.
Yeah, it is literally just like Ubisoft Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's like the exact same idea where they have like a bomb implant in their head, and it's like it's the exact same pitch that Suicide Squad has. But yeah, October 19th. I'm checking it out.
Yeah, I like never heard of that.
Didn't they show it at? I thought it was like some video game show or awards or something like that, and it would fit with it too. But I swear I saw a trailer for that with you, Kirkland, maybe Dylan, Travis. I can't remember, but it was something. That's how I recall it, because they have those characters thrown in there too.
Yeah, it was probably at the I forget what it was, but it was the Jeff Keighley pair up thing when they showed off Rebel Moon too, didn't they? Because they had like Zack Snyder out on stage, and it was like super awkward.
Yeah.
They had like no on-screen chemistry together.
But that paycheck was good.
Are you guys excited for Rebel Moon?
I think it looks cool.
Pretty big tier on right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
There's like a teaser.
I liked Army of the Dead, right? That was
yeah.
I like that one quite a bit. But
did you see the other one, the Thieves one, whatever?
No, I never watched that one. Is it good?
I like Thieves better.
It's a prequel.
Than Army of the Dead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by Army of the Dead as someone who's like pretty meh on Snyder movies. But I just don't like the look of this Rebel Moon one. Like it all looks kind of like that. That shine he has on all of his movies.
Oh yeah,
Sucker Punchy.
Because since Army of the Dead, he's been as like he's doing the cinematography on his own movies.
He uses
Army of the Dead. It was because like it was like so many COVID reshoots that like the background is always blurry because they were just like it was like they were filming pretty much like each person individually. So like when you look at that movie and you look like anywhere besides the actors, the background is always blurry, like every single shot. Yeah. And
that
this
bugged
one,
me in that.
This one is like at least people are like together, but there's still some shots in the trailer where you can see like they just like comment on how he filmed stuff.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. We'll see.
People are saying that Rebel Moon is supposed to be like, oh, this is what Star Wars is supposed to be. This is the real Star Wars. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. Hold your horses a little bit.
It was supposed to be like a Star Wars thing because this is like when they were taking like the pitches for like the new like the sequels. Like this is like Zack Snyder's pitch they didn't let him do it, so they like reworked it into like into this.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I don't know where people are bold enough to be like, this is, so you're saying this is what Star Wars should have been over A New Hope? Like, is that what people are?
No, over the sequels, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
They need to let J.J. Abrams redo his Star Wars trilogy into a separate sci-fi thing, dude. I need to see that.
Like
Vision.
A non-Star Wars one, you're saying?
Yes, bro. Like he had it. I had so much faith.
What? So do you mean in 9 or just both 7 and 9?
No. So I don't know. I think he set it up really good in 7, and then 8 kind of threw it out the window, and he had to scramble with what he had in 9.
Would you have been at all interested in Trevorrow's 9 that he got scrapped with?
Just to see it, I guess. Yeah.
Like, but then you think about, Jurassic World. You think about the other stuff he's made. You go, I don't know.
No, probably not. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish that he got the chance to do it rather than bringing JJ back. Like, I think his ideas sounded really cool, so I'd be interested in it.
Yeah.
It's hard to do worse than what JJ did with 9, in my opinion. So I would have taken anything.
Yeah, that's bad.
Agreed.
It's tough though because we live in the reality where we have the bad thing, but then like I said, Jurassic World Dominion exists, and I just go, what if he did that with Star Wars, right? Like that's where it's like we see these ideas.
Well, that's kind of what we got anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And in that case, then I'd rather take the Reylo kiss, I guess, because like in his version, Trevorrow Ben Solo turns into like he's damaged. He turns to like a young man, a young boy, and then he like passes away. And like I don't know if I need to see like Rey holding young little.
Yeah, does she kiss the young boy?
He was gonna turn to a young boy, and then he vanishes. He goes away. Like that was the final fight. Kylo fought Vader in that. There was.
I want whatever version they were talking about that had the dark Rey. I thought that sounded like a really interesting idea because usually we see bad guys turning good. I thought seeing a good guy turning bad, that could have been an interesting idea. Well, I guess we got that with Darth Vader, but
I wanted that too. I wanted Rey to go dark.
Me too. I just don't think they would do that because like selling toys and stuff and like kids.
They tried to do it like in the trailers for Rise of Skywalker. They like teased it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a Dark Rey like official action figure. Like,
there is the Black Series Dark Rey. It exists. I've seen it around.
They just wanted it for the toy sales. They weren't gonna.
Just pull a Mortal Kombat. Who cares, right? It's like, it's Dark Rey, and I would have seen it because give Daisy Ridley more room to act. Because holy hell, was that character pretty garbage.
Whoa, I like the Rey character. I like it enough. I think it's tough that I think Daisy did what she could with it, but I don't think she's bad in 9. Like her performance and like it tracks a little bit, but I would have loved.
No actor is bad in 9. They're just given really bad material.
Yeah. That's a good call. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, is anyone bad in 9? No, I think you're right. I don't think anyone's bad. I think they all show up. They're all,
That's like what people always say with 9. It's like if you watch one scene of it like separate from everything else, you'll think like, oh, this is pretty good. Like, why don't people like this? Because they're just like, you don't have any of the context to it,
except for the mountain-shaped dagger. That is bad in any context.
Yeah.
And somehow Palpatine returned. That's always There'll be an emphasis of.
That's worse than Ralph.
He returned in Fortnite. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it worse than? Yeah, you're right about Ralph Boner. I hate Ralph Boner, but it's just Ralph Boner. It's just Quicksilver at least, right? Where this is Palpatine and somehow he returned. But no, I would have loved, like in retrospect, if they did. In Last Jedi, if they had Rey turn the dark side and then you have Ben Solo turn good, and just that dynamic for both sides in 9 to see, we don't really like Kylo Ren, but we kind of have to work with him, and then Rey's over there, but yeah, and it's
or just have both of them team up in the middle like they had set up. I thought that could have been a really cool idea too.
Yeah, and then Episode 9 is just them just chasing each other the whole time, and Adam Driver's like in it, but like barely in it, feels like, because they put that fucking mask on him again for an hour. And then when he turns the light side, he's just gone. And his last line of Star Wars ever is ouch. So that's kind of just so when he jumps and he hits that rock, he's like, oh, and that's it. Because he doesn't say anything right. There's no dialogue. Like they get to kiss. So like that's Yeah.
It would have been cool to get the years of when Ben Solo was a student and get him with Luke and him actually have a trilogy of him breaking out and maybe turning the dark side, and then have like a younger Rey and have her start to tap into her Force abilities. But just like go back a few years and focus on that period instead of Luke already being in exile and the whole dilemma that they have.
But Mark Hamill's older though. You couldn't do when Ben Solo.
Have you seen Book of Boba Fett? I mean, Mando season 2. I mean,
now they're doing that, but I think before that, we can't tell a story directly at the sequel. And like I said, we wouldn't get Adam Driver then. He wouldn't be playing some 16-year-old. He did in Last Jedi, but that was just for like a scene, right?
Would you say he was 16 in that time period?
They're pretty young when they get taken, right?
I mean, how many years is it from that period when Adam Driver, or when Ben Solo was like leaving to go find Snoke? I wonder.
Snoke. Why'd you add those two extra O's on there? Snoke. Like Star Wars, like in real life, Adam Driver is probably like mid-30s and stuff, or like early 30s. But I feel like they try to pose it as Rey is in her early 20s and Kylo's like in his mid-20s. I feel like that's what they try to do in the movies, even though I think there's like a 10-year gap between Daisy and Adam. I think so. I feel like he's probably around 10, 11 when Luke takes him, but we don't know for sure because they don't tell saying that shit. They just say, "Oh, I didn't want to know."
So the destruction occurred 28 years after the Battle of Yavin. Fuck. Okay, I gotta do more math here.
Yeah, because you got to find out when Kylo was born. That's what you got to find out because he wasn't born. Well, the books they didn't just get it on after the Battle of Yavin, So
he was born 5 years after the Battle of Yavin. What?
Wait,
we're at the end of the Galactic Civil War and 5 after the Battle of Yavin. Okay.
So 5 years after Return of the Jedi?
No, Battle of Yavin, that's A New Hope when the Death Star blows up. That's like the Galactic's 0. So 5 years after that would have been...
He was born right after Return of the Jedi then.
Isn't there after, 36 years in between Return of the Jedi and 7?
And 7, yeah.
So Kylo Ren's fucking old. He's like 40
40.
Yeah, and Adam Driver wasn't even 40. What the fuck is going on here? If he was born if he's born right after Return of the Jedi, that means he's 36. That's what he is, I guess.
He's 29 years old when he appears in The Force Awakens.
So they aged him down. Okay, so they're trying to say that he was in his late 20s and Rey's supposed to. You got Rey's date of birth there? Taylor's just turning into Trump looking for Barack Obama's passport right now.
Turned up on Firehouse doorstep on this date.
Yeah. She was born 15 years after the Battle of Yavin. I'm just assuming Wikipedia is pretty old.
10 years.
Yeah. Okay, so they kept it alive, I guess. So
interesting.
You'll get an animated show one day, Taylor. One day.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, the animation's pretty good. That Bad Batch Season 2 animation was incredible. Holy shit.
Stop trying to make it happen. It's not fetch. You keep pitching Bad Batch, and no one's watching it. Go talk to Katie and Clay.
So good. One more season, that's all we need. But the animation is great. They take that animation, apply it to different shows, put it to your Ben Solo show or whatnot. It's so just visually like that. Oh my god, it's good.
Tell you what, if they make an animated show of Shin and Balin, I'll watch that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Well, instead of I'll stop. Yeah, I'll say Tales of Jedi animation then. I won't say Bad Batch. I'll use Tales of Jedi because that animation is really good. So
that's fine. I like Bad Batch and other than Star Wars Resistance. I don't know if there's any animation I really dislike for Star Wars.
Resistance is that YTV animation. I'd find. So
what's wrong? Do you guys know what YTV is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't know what it is, but I can just assume what it looks like.
Youth television, right?
What? Yeah. Was that what it was called?
I think it's youth television, right?
Yeah.
How did you see it though, Clay? It was like a Canadian show.
Oh,
pirated it.
YTV is a show.
Well, no, sorry,
no,
it was a network.
It's a network. Yeah.
It's like the Canadian Nickelodeon,
Here,
I think.
In the States, YTV is like a rating, like TVMA, TV14, TVY.
Oh.
We just had a channel called YTV, and that's where they had Goosebumps and
The Zone. Remember that?
Yeah, they had Are You Afraid of the Dark? They had what are some other YTV classics on there? Earthworm Jim. Guys,
Earthworm
does anyone know
Jim.
who Earthworm Jim is in this room? Not the
Yes.
Canadians. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh,
Is he the
69 actually? That doesn't surprise
the
me.
buff
You know who Earthworm
astronaut
Jim
with
is.
the worm head, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 He's a worm that becomes a space astronaut. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't there a game from that? I think I've seen that on Game Pass, maybe.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's like a game that came out in the '90s on Sega and stuff. Played a lot of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember what happens. He's like a space suit drops on Earth and hits a worm, and it makes the worm. It's like a Captain America, where instead of him being a small, scrawny guy, he's a worm, and the worm
just fucking beefed.
Yeah, he's just jacked, and he's it's like a combo of Captain America and Buzz Lightyear, and it's an earthworm in a suit fighting other space bad guys.
Why did they choose a worm?
I don't know. And then there was this great song, Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim. Probably if you watch it now, super fucking annoying, but it was a big show back in the kids. Did anyone ever watch Bump in the Night with Mr. Boogie? No, I'm alone on that one.
No.
So yeah, that's what like Taylor says, like our Nickelodeon for Canada, because we couldn't afford Nickelodeon out here. So they're like, have YTV, and you'd always have those annoying young hosts that are trying to act like, did you love that episode of Goosebumps? Or you were sloppy?
That game show where they pour the slime on people. Was it was it called?
Yeah, it was our version of whenever getting slimed, and yeah, we just had a bunch of knockoffs. Is what the
that like the kids channel that like I watched was like a PBS Kids. That's that's like the public access one.
Oh yeah.
That's what I always used to watch, like Cyber Chase.
Oh yeah.
That show's great. With Hacker.
Dude, Cyber Chase was awesome.
Motherboard with Ruffman.
I think that's still going. It's on like season like 30 or something. I swear I saw Cyber Chase is like still going on.
Such a good show. God damn.
Word Girl. Did you watch Word Girl?
Oh yeah.
I like Word Girl. They were all like educational in some way.
What's the other one?
There's always a lesson.
Was like the animal one, like with it was like Zeus something. I can't remember. It had like a lemur or something. It was like
Zaboomafoo.
Yes.
With the Krat brothers. Fuck, I love that show. I grew up on that.
Travis is muted.
Unmute yourself, Travis.
The what brothers?
The Krat brothers.
The Krat brothers.
I heard crack.
Crack brothers.
Okay, yeah. So I remember that one.
Great intro song too. It was so catchy.
It was so good.
Yeah.
God, they made an animated series of them.
No, what's so annoying though, because it was the Boomafoo. He was like the lemur, right, or leopard?
Yeah.
He'd eat the treats and then he'd become like a
puppet.
That was so annoying. He'd be the puppet, and then he'd go do some action, like look over there, and then they just cut to a clip of a real zebra in the wild doing stuff.
And he's just like leaping around.
But he's it's like the Lion King thing. He doesn't have like the acting eyes. He's like just an animal now. Like
that might have been the real. I think that was the real Zaboomafoo lemur, because he was a real lemur, and then they just did the puppet for the show. But
where is he now?
He's dead. But his grandchild.
Oh, how do you know?
Because I looked into it. His grand lemur, Silas.
Now?
Lemur. Silas is the Boomafoo's grand lemur, grandchild. It's super cool.
Boomafoo lore.
Yeah. Whole backstory.
What's he doing with the legacy?
Yeah, let's see.
They didn't give him a network show, I can tell you that. So.
Too hard to work with. Fucking nepo lemurs, you know. They're just the worst.
That's like that, like the little monkey from like Night at the Museum. He's still working. He's the one in Fablemans.
Andrew knows all about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that like the same monkey from everything? Crystal the monkey?
I didn't know. Like I should have. I don't know. Like I always thought monkeys. Like I didn't know their lifespan, but obviously like it's pretty similar to like a human. Like they can live for a pretty long time. I don't know why I thought like this monkey was just like dead like 10 years ago. No, he's still making movies.
I think the Friends monkey just passed away like a year or two ago, and I was like, "How is this monkey still going?" But yeah, they're on for a while. So.
What happens to all the money?
Hangover 2.
Oh
yeah, he passed away too. Yeah, the money.
Yeah, what happens to the money they earn?
The Kraft brothers. I guess it would probably go
whoever their owner.
Whoever the owner is, right?
Their owner, not their
monkey
siblings
sees none of it. You know, they're just working their fucking ass off,
Monkey
being a big star.
go on strike.
And then fucking like Cedric over there gets to cash a check and be like, "Thanks, Saboomafoo," and then
the puppet gets a bigger cut.
Yeah. Big drama between the puppet and the real Zaboomafoo. You know, that's why Silas. That's his name, Silas, right?
Silas, the grand lemur.
That's why he's not in the business anymore. You know, he blackballed the whole Zaboomafoo family. So.
Well, I have to depart, but it was good seeing all you guys. I got a tractor ride and a pumpkin to go pick up with the wife and the baby. So,
yeah. Nice.
I'm also going to take this opportunity to get out of here. I've got people upstairs that I got to go bother.
All right.
He doesn't know them.
Next time I'm on, I got to rant a little bit about the Lions and the Packers, Travis, because that was quite the game.
I didn't see the game, so when I don't see a game, it doesn't exist. It never happens. So we're still 2 and yeah. I don't know why we're 2-2. It's like a mystery. It's like a glitch in the system. So, but yeah,
they've looked pretty deep. Like Jordan Love is looking a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm not anyone expecting playoffs. I'm not. It's his first year. Like Rodgers didn't make the playoffs. It's like he's looking good. Lions were stacked this year, so we'll see. But yeah, congrats.
Gotta stay healthy.
Congrats on the win. Yeah. So
thanks.
All right, sir. We'll bug you then next time. So
all right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
So is anyone going to see the? I know Kirkland. Has anyone seen the Errors movie next weekend?
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Oh, you're alone, Kirkland.
Rough crowd.
Big loser.
I'm not going alone.
Put the loser right on blast.
It's fun.
Wait, laugh.
Travis, are you coming or no?
No, because we're seeing the. I'm not like Shay, where Shay said that she can see the movie and still appreciate the live show. If I'm going live show, I want to see that first, and then it makes sense for you. I am going Friday though to get the buckets. I'm gonna try and get the buckets because
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, those are good.
I haven't had like a movie. I haven't had like a special edition bucket or cup from a movie theater in like probably 20 years. Like it's been forever.
Too.
So.
We never get the
They had Billy the Puppet plushies at my theater. I was thinking of getting one. They also had the Billy popcorn bucket head. You like open his brain. And
nice. I thought about it, but Emily's like, absolutely not. We didn't even get it too.
There's theater that gets like the theater near me, like the big one gets like all the stuff. They like recently like just like rearranged like the whole like the lines and stuff, and now they're selling like a ton more stuff. Like when we were going to see Saw, we were just like looking at all the random stuff they were selling. Like they had like posters, just like a box full of like posters. Like you'd see like a store. They're selling like blankets. You could buy blankets. They just added like a bunch of stuff they're selling like out of nowhere. But I think the last like popcorn, I didn't get one, but around like I think it was when I went to see like Free Guy or something, which is still like I think it was still like 2021 where like there weren't like that many people going to
it was
theaters.
Still limited and stuff.
So this was like months after like F9, but they just had like so many like surplus F9 popcorn buckets that they just had them all on the counter and just were like selling them like I think for like $3, and my friend bought it because he's a big Fast and Furious fan. Yeah, they were just like trying to give. I think one of the employees said they were having like a contest, like who could sell the most of these like surplus Fast and Furious buckets.
That exact same thing happened to me with Avatar: The Way of Water. I got a bucket from that, and then I saw it and I threw the bucket away.
Was your protest?
Yeah, I was pretty upset with James Cameron with that.
Did you like the first one?
Dude, I love it. Okay. I absolutely love
That's
it,
rare,
man.
Yeah. Wow.
But I think people are pretty in line. Like, if you think it's fine, it's fine. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you enjoy it, you do. But I don't know if I've met anyone that liked the first one that like made them cause them throw their bucket away for the second.
I guess for me, it was just like, okay, the story of the first one, it's been told a billion times, but like it's an alien sci-fi world that like seems decently developed, so like it's interesting. And then the second one basically takes the whole point of the first movie, or like a big theme of like opening your mind to like nature and all this stuff and like to your world around you, and goes, we don't care about that. We're taking you to a new region, but we're not explaining anything. And then they just have war. And I was like, okay. So I was not happy with the world building of the second movie at all, which was like the first hour and a half of the first movie.
So do you dislike it enough that you won't see the third?
No, I'll see it. Unless I'm cutting it.
Bucket, though? Are you getting a bucket?
No bucket this time.
You're getting thrown out if I don't like this movie.
I have to see it and then I'll decide on the bucket. But I'm cutting it off if it's over 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm not seeing it, bro.
Oh,
it's gonna be like not 5. Seen it then.
Yeah, it's for sure. Because wasn't this one like 3:15 or something?
3 too long. Yeah, Jesus.
3 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, that's.
I saw it twice. I saw it and I was like, I immediately need to see this like as soon as possible. I saw it like the week after.
Oh, it's like,
I will say though, it never felt long. It was always at a decent pace, but I never felt like I was bored during it. I give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it had that pace where it was like so egregious. I want to see the film. I'm looking very forward to it. I don't know when, but like Killers of the Flower Moon, that's 3 hours and 26 minutes. I saw. I was like,
holy shit! Are you serious?
Yeah,
is that the Leo one?
Yeah, it's a Leo one with Marty. Man. Yeah, and I was like, I just don't even know if I have like the literal time to get to because I don't think we're doing a review for it, and because I don't think Killers of the Flower Moon is going to blow up the feeds. Like I don't.
Is that in the theaters? Is that being a theater release?
Because theaters in December it'll be Apple.
Oh, okay, Apple.
Yeah, but I really want to see it. But it's also the same weekend Spider-Man comes out, so I'm like supposed to dedicate time to that. I'm like, that's like 4 hours of no Spider-Man playtime.
Let's go see it, Travis. I want to see it. So let's
you want to see it?
Yeah, 3 hours and 26 minutes.
I'll bring actually? I feel like you're memeing me right now.
No, I want to see it. I do want to see it. That trailer is so hype.
Okay, I feel like maybe this is a broad like other than Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if we've talked about any other Martin Scorsese movies, so I'm very surprised by this.
What?
Did you like The Irishman?
We've seen what? I've never seen Irishman. No, okay. I wasn't interested.
Departed. You love Departed, right?
Never seen Departed.
Oh, you love Goodfellas, right?
Yeah, I love Goodfellas. Okay, We've talked about that movie on the cast.
I remember it's a dad movie. Yeah.
Shutter Island. That's my
Shutter
favorite.
Island?
Shutter Island. Yeah,
I've seen Shutter Island. Yeah.
He said he regretted making that movie, Marty. I was very surprised. It's a good movie. Don't know.
That was a movie that I was supposed to see it in theaters, but when I went to go get tickets, it was sold out, so I just never got to see it, and I just, for whatever reason, never went to go see it. And then when I eventually saw it, I was just kind of underwhelmed. I don't know.
What?
It's not even like I knew the twist or anything in it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like maybe I had seen a similar type of movie to that in the past, but
Inception.
Great
That's
movie.
not Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
No, I know, but to me, those movies are just interlinked. I don't know why. I just with Leo being in both, and they're both like, oh, it's all in my head. Like, it's like, okay.
I'd love to see the flip though. Have Nolan do Shutter Island and Martin do the Inception. Marty trying with these sets, just like, oh my god, what yeah. Yeah, possibly. That means I got to go to the West Side though to see with the Kirkland. That's like a big.
I'm not picking you up. Never.
Yeah, when you think about it, we learned that after Barbie, right? Yeah. So we'll see. I definitely I want to see it. So if we see it, maybe we will do a mini review. Yeah. But we're supposed to play Spider-Man, and Dylan's not playing Spider-Man, so we don't want to disappoint him on Side Quest, right? So. He'll never let us back on if it's a bad review. He's gonna listen to like you guys didn't. You think you can? I don't know. We'll have to talk. I think the main campaign's like 18-20 hours, so we'll have to see if you can.
That's girthy. That's much longer than the first one.
That's nothing. As long as you do nothing with your whole life the weekend, it's nothing.
It's exactly what I'm able to do these days.
Yeah, it's 2 days. It's 2 days. It's nothing. Yeah.
Then you gotta platinum it.
Yeah, you gotta platinum it too. Don't let us review it unless we platinum and get all the trophies and stuff. So.
Did you guys hear people complaining about it? That the runtime came out and it was like 35 hours to do everything. People are like, is this too long or too short for like a single player game or like open world game?
I think that's fine. That's like 40 is usually where I am. And plus because it's for everything, right? So if you don't want to do the side stuff, you can just put that off for a rainy day or just wait for it. So I think that's fine. I think it was the
Who's complaining about it being too long? Like if you're dropping $100 for a video game these days, it's
it just depends on how
I don't like that it's too long.
69 is like I was. That's why I brought it up.
Just shit talking.
Yeah, I thought you guys would agree. Yeah. No, I don't know. Half the stuff that we see online, it's like, oh, we're in such a bubble, right? Like if you go to anybody else, like, hey, do you hear, like if I go to work, like you hear people are pretty mad about this Spider-Man 2 runtime. Like I just want to go home, man. I'm trying to pay bills. I hate this job, and you're worried about Spider-Man 2. And I always love it because we have a good time. If you were to sit down people and realistically talk to them about some of the stuff we talk about, it's just like they would not care. But that's why I love that we've found each other when we talk about this stuff. Like same thing. Like if I were to sit someone down, like, okay, so James Gunn this week said this about the DCU canon,
man.
They're like, who's James Gunn? You keep talking about this guy.
The guy that did Guardians? I don't know. That guy with the tweets. Oh, yeah, I remember that guy with the tweets. They fired him, didn't they? He didn't come back.
That's every conversation I have with a family member is trying to gauge whether or not they're going to know the name of a person I'm going to talk about.
Yeah. And
for me with my mom, it's always like I've tried to show her pictures of Walton Goggins like 15 times. Every single time she doesn't remember. Every single time she's like, and it always happens. I show her the exact same picture and then she remembers. But I think it's funny. It's always with Walton. She'll remember other names, but I don't know. It's funny with Walton.
As Thanksgiving is just, Mom, who's this? And why Walton Goggins? Why have you chosen
I don't know.
him?
It always comes like I'll always be watching a movie and he's in it, and I mention that he's in it, and then she's like, "Oh, who is that?" Yeah.
And because he doesn't have like one, because at least
yeah,
you could be like, "Oh, it's the guy from that."
Yeah.
Yeah, like with like like Clay left, but like Boyd Holbrook, it's always like, "Oh, he's the bad guy in Logan," and people go, "Oh yeah, that blonde guy." Okay, but with like Walton Goggins,
the guy from
Justified.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that's I know from the guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, maybe that'll change with the Fallout show. That's coming out next year. That teaser looked really cool, so maybe that'll get him into stardom. And after that, people still won't know who he is.
I forgot to ask Clay if he's seen Loki and about the Boyd Holbrook comparisons to X5.
Oh, B5, B5,
B5, whatever. I keep saying.
I thought
no, it is X5. It is X5.
Yeah, because I said B5 and you corrected me.
You inceptioned me like Martin Scorsese. Jeez, but. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, so we got Eras. Yeah, I'm just there for the buckets. They said only 2 per people, so I'm gonna try and go and get that. But yeah, I won't see that till home. I'll
Is there a spoiler review? That's what you need to get.
For Eras, yeah.
I'll do a solo review of the concert.
People would click on that.
Oh yeah, the Swifties.
Yeah.
One of the biggest episodes of the year, maybe.
But which route do you take? Do you take the best movie ever with $, or do you take worst movie ever, Red Eye, Taylor Swift?
Red Eye. What went wrong? What went wrong on this tour?
You gotta put Travis Kelce there too.
Yeah. This guy was yelling the whole time.
Yeah, I hate Swifties. Yeah,
this movie ruined football.
Doomed to fail.
I would love to do that, but we'd get a bunch of. We still never recovered.
The channel taken down by reports.
Well, that and we never recover. We have, but like a couple of years ago when we used to do Hunka Hunka, man, we have so many 1-star reviews on Apple. I'm so mad, like, because I always like, why are we still not a 4 out of 5? It's like, right? There's just people like these guys are liars. They're not telling the truth. For people that don't know, there was a show that was may or may not parody, where it was may or may not me and Dylan that we used to play these characters, and but no, I'm just joking. It's of course my brother and the other guy. No, it's not parody. I just have to say that to keep us getting a lawsuit. But it was maybe some things were made up. But there's so many people. I remember there was a video specifically made for. It was recorded a week before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out, and the whole thing was, oh, the critics are paid off and everything.
That one's always on my recommended.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
And we posted the second the Rotten Tomatoes reviews went live, we posted it. So there would have been no time for us to record an hour-long video. But so many people on YouTube and on iTunes, like, they fucking hated, like, the people that believed that, and they're like, oh, how do you believe that Marvel's paid off? You guys are so uneducated, and and that's why good reason to stop, because we should bring it back for streams. But yeah, we got so many 1-star reviews for this, and we were having a good time. But then later on, when you learn, oh, that kind of hurts your algorithm, you're like, fuck, you can't get. And then I just wonder what people that are new listeners like, oh, what's this podcast about? And they look and they just say, these guys are liars, don't trust them. Like, what do they think that podcast? Like, I'm still pissed about that person that on iTunes gave me the bad review because I did not like the Marvel's trailer, and the title is "Give Women's Heroes a Chance," and it's like I hate that that's like associated with me. Like, I'm like some fucking like red eye geeks and gamers. Like, oh, this Captain Marvel is pretty. Like, no, I just didn't like the trailer. Like, but no, the whole review is just a scathing. Like, if this was a male superhero, he wouldn't have said this. It's like, yeah, I would have. Like, fuck, like the Ant-Man Quantumania trailers were boring. I don't know. It's just, and
you have to do another one of the Rock in Theater tweets for the Eras tour.
That would be good.
This guy was just booing all the time.
Yeah. But we'll get a picture of Kirkland this time. No, that one, it's always good. I'm still waiting for the day I get no interactions and no, oh, fuck this guy and stuff. So I have
the best.
Yeah, I have a good time. So that's a good idea, I suppose. I should do that for Eras. Because really, we just got the Marvels on Aquaman, and there's not
Not much. And I don't know if we've talked since then. What is people's excitement on Aquaman right now since that last trailer?
I'm excited for it. It's weird because the trailer looks really good, but then the stuff I've heard about it makes it seem like this trailer is just not like the movie.
Oh yeah, they just edit
it's really slow. That's what I've heard about it. Yeah,
I like that. It looks fun and simple, which is what I want for a superhero movie now. Mm-hmm. So.
But Hanson,
it looks like that, skipping. But yeah, the opposite is it's really slow. Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, it's a lot about climate change and people. I've heard preachy, but people have said before. But what the hell's that movie? What's who's fucking throws the chair? Malignant. Yeah, that test screened terribly, and I love that movie. But test screens apparently for that movie were real bad, and I could assume why. You just get some regular woman coming in to watch Malignant, some man who just got off that job we talked about. Oh, I had to see a movie early and it's fucking Malignant. You're definitely getting bad scores. But Hans, you said you're not seeing Aquaman at all.
Probably not. I saw the first one in theaters. I was excited for it, and I just didn't like it. To me, the effects weren't that great. I didn't love the characters, and I couldn't understand anything anybody was saying because they put that weird warbly water sound on top of everybody. It's not for me.
Okay. So how do you think it connects to the DCU? You know.
Oh, is James Gunn just gonna be buy Aquaman after this?
Well, because I follow people and listen to people that are more in those circles. The big conspiracy theory right now, or the question is, he's not promoted Aquaman once, and people are really wondering why that hasn't happened. Because other than Black Adam, once he became the president, he's promoted everything since then, but he's not said a single word about Aquaman on social media. So people are like, what's the deal?
They're waiting for that box office.
Yeah, I don't know if that's on purpose. He wants it to fail, so he's maybe I won't tweet about it. And
he's gonna do the day after it starts in theaters. He's gonna do a Phil Spencer interview. Yeah, Aquaman, just a failure. I don't know.
That's our bad. We got to do better. We got to do better as a team. You know? I just feel because I remember Hans, you're the first one I think brought up a couple of years ago that you just hate when Gunn goes on his Twitter rampages against avatars and stuff.
Yes.
And I feel he's not on Twitter now, but he's doing the same thing on Threads and Blue Sky. But I feel it's just always, it's his answer's the same answer, but it's always a little different, and it's always something else, and it's
always snarky.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know about this. You should wait. It's how are we supposed to know what you're fucking thinking, dude?
Yeah.
We don't live with you. Stop.
And just an army of haters go after this one person who just so happened to mention his name. I don't know.
Yeah. Kirkland, you should try next. Ask him a question.
Who?
James Gunn. Yeah, get him triggered at you so we get some publicity.
Yeah. Would give us a lot of good reviews.
James Gunn attacks our podcast.
Yeah.
James Gunn. Red eye thumbnail.
Taylor Swift on it. Hates Taylor Swift, everything. Because
get the Swifties on board. There you go.
Oh, you need to change your Taylor Swift profile picture before asking your question.
100%. We'll make Taylor make a Geek First theme Taylor Swift one. Everything. That's so many podcasters. I won't name them because most of them are terrible people. But it's when the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trials were going on, none of them covered that stuff, but then they did, and that's every video they tried to weave in that narrative to why it was important to this story and good things of that sort. But I don't know what Taylor. I'm sure she's doing great YouTube numbers for people. I don't know. I haven't gone around and seen it because I don't know. What would you review, Kirk? What would you see errors, and it's just a movie about a concept. How would you do that review?
The production style, her line delivery on the songs, if she misread something, I don't know.
Bad outfits.
Yeah. How many times the camera went to the crowd?
I assume there's going to be some behind the scenes stuff too, probably.
Yeah, I really do have no idea what to expect. I feel it's just, I've never obviously seen something like this. Because they had the Miss Americana documentary thing, but that was very much different from what this is going to be. That was the making, I feel of that tour, whereas this is just a concert experience. Because
you've never seen a concert movie before?
No.
Never Say Never or This Is It, Michael Jackson.
No.
Glee, the concert movie.
That one.
No.
One Direction, This Is Us.
Yeah. Lemonade. No, Lemonade was real good.
So this is my first one. So don't know what to expect. Yeah, I like the songs, so hopefully it's good.
That's good. Yeah. You gonna letterbox it? Like that movie.
Yeah, I guess it'll be on there. I'll throw up a letterbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're just gonna see like a bunch of 5s and a bunch of 1s, and then like a varying degree in the middle.
That's like the one. I forget which one was like the number one rated of all time. There was one that was like a concert movie that just like, I forget who it was, but like that person's fans like got it to like number one highest rated, nice. And then Letterboxd posted about that, and then everyone started giving it half a star, and then it like evened out.
Probably a K-pop band or something.
No, I forget who it was. It was like someone that's like really like this person's like concert movie is the number one, but I don't even remember who it was. But now with like the review bombing thing in like both directions, I don't think it'll even like, unless the Taylor Swift one just does get to like, it's like, oh, this doesn't count. We can let
it could.
Scores,
I could see the Swifties going to Letterboxd to make sure this
being angry. That's like, why is it not showing that they're gonna like calculate like every single person's score compared to the average? Like it's actually higher than it says.
Because I think I talked about this years ago, but what you described is exactly what happened with The Dark Knight and The Godfather in 2008 on IMDb. When Dark Knight came out, for a while it was the number one rated movie, and then the Godfather fans found out, and then you just saw a plethora of like 1 rating, like 1 out of 10s for The Dark Knight, which is like, you can like or dislike movies. If anyone's giving The Dark Knight a 1 out of 10, there's no fucking way. Like there's like, even just production wise, like look how well, like at least a 5, but 1 out of 10. That's what happened. And then the Dark Knight fans found out, and then I think Dark Knight's like settled like 3 or 4. But yeah, it was because Godfather 2 was bumped down, and everyone was like, no, that can't happen. And then fuck these.
Wasn't Shawshank Redemption number 1 for a while, if I remember correctly?
It could have been, yeah. I think it's part 2 now, but I don't know. Let's see what the IMDb top movies are, because I don't know. I used to, but yeah. And then IMDb, that it kind of lost all credibility after that. And I feel like Letterboxd is a little bit like, it's not lost because I just use it for fun, but it is like becoming that where it's like, what's the score? And I'm surprised they're not doing like the tomato meter score reveals on the Twitter account. They might at some point.
I saw someone, who did I say for? Someone made like a fake like Five Nights at Freddy's movie tomato meter reveal, and like the actual Five Nights at Freddy's fans thought it was real and got like so mad at it. But it was the parody of the Hellboy one where it goes to like 98.
It goes like 89 and then just drops like 13 or whatever.
It was that one with like the same music and everything, just like a clip of the FNAF movie, but like Five Nights at Freddy's is like, the Rotten Tomatoes score aren't even out. How can you even say this? Yeah.
No, Mike, you're right. Right now the current one is Shawshank. So Shawshank's gone up there. So the top 10 for IMDb rated movies is Shawshank with 9.3, Godfather 9.2, The Dark Knight 9, Godfather 2 9. So they must be really pissed. They have the same score and The Dark Knight's right above it. They are still probably voting to this day. 12 Angry Men at 5 with 9, Schindler's List 9. There's lots of 9s. Return the King at 7 with 9, Pulp Fiction at 8 with 8.9. Fellowship of the Ring 8.8 at 9, and then Good, Bad, and Ugly at 10 with an 8.8. I'm surprised Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And look at that, Two Towers 13. The fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy. Love it. Fucking Forrest Gump above Fight Club, please. Please, IMDb. What we doing here? God damn.
I can read the Letterboxd top 10.
Yeah, what's the top 10 comparatively? Yeah.
Yeah. Letterboxd, this is top 250 narrative feature films, so like no documentaries and stuff.
Fuck them, you know.
Okay, number 1 is Harakiri. Number 2, Come and See.
Anime, Japanese animation fans are like,
content.
Animation is cinema.
Give
we have
it
to
a try.
It's a live action movie.
I agree with that, but they're like the Swifties, the Godfather.
Movie.
Like, we gotta plot. We gotta go after this.
Yeah,
it's not an anime movie. It's like an old Japanese samurai movie, 1962. Okay. Yeah,
that's a fake movie.
Kurosawa.
Then 3 is 12 Angry Men. 4 is 7 Samurai. 5 is The Godfather Part 2 above Part 1.
Okay.
Then 6 is Parasite. 7 High and Low. 8 The Godfather. 9 Shawshank Redemption. And then 10 The Human Condition 3 A Soldier's Prayer.
Okay, no.
Where is Everything Everywhere? Because I feel like that shot up really fast.
Everything Everywhere is now 87.
Oh wow.
Whoa. But Across the Spider-Verse is 16.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Dark Knight is 24. Return of the King is 20.
I like
Spider-Verse, the first one is 34, and Whiplash is 33.
I love a cross. I ain't putting across the Dark Knight. There's no way. There's that.
I'm trying to see what other interesting ones.
Everything,
The Thing is 76.
Everything Everywhere isn't even the top 250 for IMDb.
I feel like that's a different audience. I feel
yeah.
I feel like the Letterboxd audience is the one.
Well, the top 5 for Letterboxd was like half of them were Japanese films, so definitely like that's the taste of the. Yeah. What is the very last film on the top 50? I want to see the last
on the
one.
Top, on the top 250.
Yeah, 250. Yeah, I want to see for IMDb what's like the last movie that just could get voted out any day.
The Face of Another.
Classic.
Oh, like but 249 is The Green Mile.
Okay, 249 is Aladdin here, and then for 250 here is Dryshayam, so some sort of foreign film. So.
Wait, which one?
I know those are like the top 250, but I think the stuff I always see is like that I always notice is just like I try to think of once like the most common Letterboxd top 4 favorites. I think the ones I've seen are like I think it's like the top 4 like most common ones I think has to be it's Interstellar, Fight Club, Pulp Fiction, and then it'll be a fourth one. Like you never know what the fourth one's gonna be, but those are like I think if you create a Letterboxd account, it gives you those automatically. Pretty much. Like I've seen
those 3 are like the straight white guys guide to movies. Like, as I have Fight Club and Pulp Fiction in them. In my top 4, it's like
after that, the 50% of the last one, it'll be like it has to be like Drive. Or like
Dark Knight, I'm sure pops up there.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
I remember Parasite being high up there too.
Inception.
Joker definitely will pop up there. Yeah, that's one of those.
The
American
Joker
Psycho, I feel like it's another one too.
Taxi Driver.
Travis Bickle for sure.
Drive, Taxi Driver, Joker, and American Psycho. That's the signal one.
Says something about the online movie viewers.
Oh, Blade Runner 2049.
That's one that you see every once in a while.
Those are for the Ryan Gosling ones,
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, I hope that becomes Barbie. I hope that becomes a 4th slot one. You know, because that's the whole narrative now. Like I see all the time of like, oh, if you like Barbie and it's about women, why did everyone just keep talking about Ken? It's like, oh my goodness, but it's gonna transcend and it's gonna like be the Ken Men movie, and then they're gonna make it a 4th slot. Like it'll eventually get repurposed. Like, well, it's actually a movie for men now, and all this stuff.
I've seen people with bottoms in their top 4 now, like quite often.
Wow. I definitely got my top 10 comedies of all time. I don't know where it is, but it's definitely there. I loved Bottom so much. That was like,
really?
I haven't laughed and my throat hurt in a movie in a long time. Like there's so many jokes that they just hit with me. It's like when we were talking about Totally Killer, where for me, those jokes weren't hitting. This was a reverse where like, everything was like, okay, this is just completely my cup of tea. So I got to still see Baby Shiva or whatever. I've never seen, I haven't seen that. So it's on my watch
That's like
list.
one that people say is like a very stressful movie. They say like Uncut Gems.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That's right up my alley. So there we go.
See, I watched Bottoms yesterday. I thought it was good, but I guess I just didn't laugh as much. And I felt like the ending it went too Anchorman for my taste.
Oh yeah, I love that because
I gave it 0.5 higher than Zoolander. I saw your review of it first. Where you're saying like, oh, this is like Zoolander. It's like I think I know what my score for this is gonna be.
Yeah, your dislike of not dislike, but your unlove for Zoolander is always a triggering thing, you know. So it's cinema, you know. But no, I'm excited to see just what she does more with her career, both her and the director. Like I like everything they well, I don't like everything. Just this one. I like this one a lot. It's like I guess I see. I feel like the Letterboxd is it's just like people are like a 4.55 or it's like a 3.5. Like those are like the 2 common scores I see. Not a lot of fails, but it's not like a consistent of like when like speaking of Across the Spider-Verse, my whole Letterboxd was just there was either 5 or 4.5. There's like nothing below that. I was like, okay, this is the consensus. Everyone's loving this movie. Or Bottoms. There's a few of those, but
the 2 most common scores for most movies are like 4. I'd say like there's not really ever that many. I give a lot of 4.5s, but I think for a lot of people they just like if it's a 4.5 they'll just give it a 5. Which I've been going back and like rewatching some stuff and just like giving it a 5 because it's like at that point it's like why like I don't even need to differentiate this like oh it wasn't like 100 out of 100. So I forgot which one. I've been going back and giving like on rewatches just like higher scores for some of them, like in comparison to other stuff I've seen. I don't know.
It's definitely different because when you see the first time, you're taking everything like, oh, I like this, I like that. But that's the way I was with Interstellar because I think even for the retrospective, I think I gave like a 9. But when I was watching them in prep for Oppenheimer, it's like
Like, yeah, I have some issues, but I don't know why I just don't just give this thing a 10, like a 5. Like, I just like love so much about it. So I think that just happens over
usually
time. Go ahead.
Oh no, a 10 for me usually is I have to sit on it. So I'll give something like a 4 or 4.5, and then maybe like a few months later, then I'll say, yeah, you know what, this has earned the 10, the 5 out of 5 spot for me.
Yeah.
Like I just gave I saw the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises back to back in a theater. I just gave them both 10. Like Dark Knight Rises, like I've always been a Dark Knight Rises defender.
Oh yeah,
I just gave
Great
it a 10.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some massive issues, but I fucking love that movie, man. It's a good time. So, well, we'll end it around there, and then we're likely what the plan is. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an after night for Extra Life. So I think that's gonna be the next one during the day at some point. We're gonna do that. I think mixed with like a poker game because we've been talking about that. So you don't gotta play the poker. You can just come and join and shoot the shit. If not, and it's gonna be fake money. Don't worry, nothing. Because I think you technically are not allowed to, put any real money on. So just be internet chips and everything like that. So, but thank you for all joining. Thank you for Taylor for being around. Thank you, Clay and Chris, for the 20 minutes, and hope everyone, the fellow Canadians, Mike, have a good Thanksgiving weekend,
You too.
And anything else? Kirkland, you have anything to say?
No, it was fun. Until next time.
Cool.
Okay, till next
See you at Extra Life.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.